of it and don't understand why, hey, Taylor's written the way she is.
Yeah, once again, someone was like, oh my god, why is she killing kids? Why is Taylor Hebert post-Kepri killing children? I'm gonna freak out now. Worry.
Unironically, he is correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad that no matter what you do, Sneaky, you can't get away from Trevor's.
Yeah, well.
You know,
Like
honestly, it really opened my eyes though, learning that Smaug is actually the greatest socialist fiction has ever
yeah,
had in it.
Smaug is actually Lenin. We didn't know
Of course.
until now. Yeah, the more you know. But yeah. So I mean, his review was actually like, I'm making fun of him, but his review wasn't terrible. He was like, it's a really good story. I just have massive problems with the story because I came into the story expecting a Taylor in name only, post Golden Morning badass who kicks all of the bad guys, and saves the day and fixes everything in World of Warcraft. And it's like, we instead delivered you Taylor, traumatized, fresh.
And he does actually state it specifically. Yeah. Yes. Sorry, I think a lot of my frustration comes from my end. I wanted a certain thing and bait and switched myself.
Yeah, he came into the story thinking we were going to write a Tino, and we did not write a Tino, and he got upset that the Tino that we did not promise was not there.
Yep.
So, but at least he is cognizant enough to admit it, and he was at least cognizant enough to also read the entire fucking story before complaining about it.
Yes, unlike some people.
Unlike some people.
Oh boy.
But yeah, then Gray responded to his post and alerted the Horde, and now we have a bunch of people talking about the story again.
It has dropped by 100 since then, but we're still at 60.
Indeed. Oh yes, I just saw your comment. Your Thalassian is very good. How long did it take you to learn it? I learned it over the course of a meal.
Yes. She only knows 3 languages.
The 3 main controlling vectors Kel'Thuzad and his household made for her. I kind of imagine this whole thing as a Looney Tunes skit. Kel'Thuzad knocked out Taylor's free will, handcuffed it, tied it up, bound it in chains, put it in a bag, put the bag in a trunk, and locked the trunk in a safe. He just hasn't turned around yet to see Taylor's free will standing there with a baseball bat.
Accurate.
Yep. But yeah, so that's how I'm kind of sad that we didn't get the 2 people I wanted to show up tonight, because I would love to hear their opinions on that article link I sent you of CNN.
Oh, which people were you hoping for that to be?
Oh, Atten and Sign, of course. Though Sign might get us banned, but
Might.
But yeah, I mean that's crazy. That was crazy. That was pretty crazy. Apparently the war is basically over as well, so there's that going on. Any other news I wanted to rant about? Oh yeah. So Arrowhead continues to be the dumbest fucking people in existence.
No, not Arrowhead.
Yeah, it is. It is honestly stunning how they managed to be a successful company. Like the more they talk, the more I realize A Million Monkeys successfully created Shakespeare. Because holy shit, we don't have a bug fixing team. We also don't have a balancing team. a committee gets together and decides what needs to be done for the next patch. No one fucking plays the game.
Meanwhile, the enemy design team is just having the time of their life doing their job exactly as they're supposed to, and they're the only ones doing their job, which is ruining it for literally every player.
Yeah, well, no, it's actually worse than that because they're not doing their job because the enemies have a shitload of bugs with them, and they're also hyper overtuned. Like, there was a period of time where they added these new rocket troops that had rockets on their back for the machines, and they didn't have to reload, and there wasn't a pause, and they also had X-ray vision, so they would just shoot an endless stream of rockets at you.
Oh my god!
I remember that one.
That's if this was an overkill game, if this was like Payday 4 in space,
yeah,
that would be intended on the absolute highest difficulty, called "Go fuck yourself." Why are you even here?
exactly. Yeah, no, but these guys show up on difficulty 3.
It would be an intentional joke too.
Yeah, I know, but these guys show up on difficulty 3 of 10.
3 of 10. That's
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the enemies team, they're making hard enemies, and I always love new and unique enemies. I think the Rupture Strain, if it wasn't bugged to fucking shit and broken, literally broken, not overpowered broken, I mean literally broken. If they weren't broken, I love the Rupture Strain. In fact, I love fighting the Rupture Strain when I'm not the host, because that's how they're supposed to react. But no, they never fucking fixed it because they don't view it as a big enough issue. Like, they just, that's my biggest issue with this fucking company. Fine, if you don't have a bug team and you don't have a balanced team, fine, that's okay. If you put shit out, that was good! If you put shit out that had a minor bug like, oh, my wrist twirls around in a fucking spinning wheel whenever I reload this gun, it's like, okay, yeah, quirky little bug. Does it change anything? No. Great. I don't care then. Right? Yeah. It's just like little bugs that don't like actually affect gameplay. Fine, I'm okay with you not ironing those out. But when I can't play the game as a host because you couldn't figure out how to make it attack properly?
Ugh.
I just like... If you don't have a bug fixing team, then you have to get that shit fucking ironed out before you release it.
Yeah. I made the claim in the first like 6 months of that game's release that Arrowhead clearly doesn't give much of a fuck about their community based on everything with Sony.
Yeah.
And I don't like that I've been vindicated in this claim, because it really sucks for the player base having their game go further and further downhill for everyone except the absolute sweatiest of tryhards, who also contribute to ruining the game for everyone else.
Also, yeah, that's the other thing. It'd be one thing if they were slow to fix bugs, but it is a literal fucking meme now in the community that you shouldn't post about bugs that improve the gameplay experience because they're gonna fix those real fucking quick.
Yeah, I'm glad I hopped off that game.
It just pisses me off so fucking much. It is. So the latest issue was with Cyberstand. There was an issue in where the enemy machines could shoot through buildings that only had physics for you. So you couldn't shoot them, but they could shoot you. And it wasn't meant to be like a shield. They were literally shooting through skyscrapers to hit you.
As if the building didn't exist.
Yeah. No, you don't understand, dude. If you do bots difficulty 10 on not Cyberstan, it's so fucking easy. Nowadays, as long as you're not stupid and you keep moving. But the second you do bug 10, holy shit, I couldn't even do bug 4. And like Illuminate are kind of like stuck at like 6 or 8 depending on the patch. But it's just like it's ridiculous. It's so fucking ridiculous. Like the gun team, they made all of the assault rifles suck because the gun team doesn't like guns and assault rifles are scary. That is the canonical reason as to why the assault rifles in the game suck.
Yeah, no, it sounds like the devs need to get their shit smacked in and told to do it right.
Why are we having people who hate guns make guns in a video game?
Well, they don't just hate guns, they hate you, the people who like the game.
No, they hate
you
guns.
Weren't supposed to like it that way.
No, well, no, but they also just hate guns. That's completely completely separate. That's an additional thing. But they just hate guns. They don't like guns, so they made all of the guns in the game bad because they don't like guns.
Why are you working on a dev team for a game?
Exactly! Why?
With guns!
Why are you making a game about fucking guns?
Because we're trying to teach you that you can use things other than guns, like explosives? Yeah.
Yeah, you know those things that are notoriously safer than guns, right?
It is just exhausting. The more I find out about this company, the angrier I become about them.
Entirely justified crash out. In this
It's like I have a barrel of shit, right? It's like a Looney Tunes skit, right? It's like I have a barrel of shit. I finally empty the barrel of shit. I'm like, finally, I no longer have a barrel full of shit. And I look back in the barrel, and somehow there was a hidden layer of shit that I didn't know about beforehand.
Somehow shit Palpatine returned.
Somehow shit returned to the barrel. Less retarded than Ubisoft? No, not even slightly. They monkey typewritered their way into having a fun game. Ubisoft could have made this game. Fleepkazoid makes a video about Helldivers. He's never going to make a video about Helldivers.
Time for that was when it first released.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't normally visit games that are older than like a couple months. Not with his current formula.
Yeah, not his current formula. But yeah, so anyway, Ubisoft continues to fucking, crash and burn. And in Fleek's own words, it's like going bankrupt, buying a house, renting 25% out of the house to fucking China, turning the rest into a crack den, and selling the crack.
Yeah, his Helldivers 2 review was 2 years ago when the game launched.
Yeah, okay, that's what I expected. Yeah, and it's just like Ubisoft is a different level of shit. Ubisoft is shit not because they're a bunch of incompetent morons. They are incompetent morons, but they're not shit because of that, right? They couldn't come up with a good game to start with. Like, Helldivers, as a concept, is a fun game. And so that's why, even when you have incompetent people working on it, it still ends up being fun. With caveats, but still fun. Ubisoft doesn't know how to make a fun game anymore. They don't understand what made a game fun in the first place, so all they can come up with is Assassin's Creed. It's like, no, this isn't Assassin's Creed. I'm not assassinating people. There's no Creed being had. What am I even doing here?
You took out my ability to assassinate things with the RPG combat reboot.
Right?
It stopped being
You
Assassin's
level
Creed
gated
literally
my
then.
assassinations!
Also,
Oh no,
Esco,
no, it's not even level gated.
It's worth reminding people that was the last game to have any serious connection to Assassins because it was literally looking at the early days of the Hassan of the Hassan Wasabi. Like the original, the word assassin literally comes from that particular group.
Ashishin.
Like it was literally delving into the organization of the Hassans.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just like...
And it was barely Assassin's Creed. It was cool though.
The original,
honestly,
the initial main quest was Assassin's Creed, and then they were like, "Okay, guys, we'll release DLC. Okay, what's the DLC about? You fight gods."
And
what?
Not even like this isn't even. I was shocked when I found out. I think you were the one to tell me, Sneaky, literally in the last 2 years, because I hadn't dug too deeply into it. I was like, oh, so we're fighting more precursors who became the inspiration for these gods? No. They're literally the Egyptian gods. Like, what?
Yeah. We literally go fight the Egyptian gods.
Why would they not stick to the precursors being the inspirations for so much of religious mythology in Assassin's Creed? Because it worked really well for the story. It worked super well.
Gotta escalate.
We're dealing with a literal precursor civilization that was tens of thousands of years ahead of us in tech and understanding of the universe. There is so much to escalate within that. You don't have to jump straight to literal deities.
Yeah, well, like I said, they aren't able to make fun games.
Honestly, it's even crazier realizing that Black Flag was probably the last really solid Assassin's Creed. Unity was the last good improvement to Assassin's Creed by completely revamping the parkour system. The only thing Syndicate brought to the table was new combo systems that, while cool, I look at now, I'm like, oh, this was literally them testing the waters to change the combat systems, starting with Origin.
Wow. Guys, I have some insane news right now.
Is this geopolitical gaming industry? What is it?
Marathon is now currently having more players than Helldivers.
Oh.
Oof.
That's
how many players is Helldivers at?
44. Marathon's at 53.
Oh, Marathon might just barely hold on to its massive loss.
Yeah, right. So yeah, in other news, I don't know if you want to call it political or not, but the CIA buried the cure for cancer.
A cure for cancer, but yes, of course they did.
Because of course they did. Why not? You know.
Because fuck CIA.
Can't stop
Was this
themselves.
the classified documents that we were given?
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of those things where it's like, you don't declassify those.
Yeah.
You burn those and pretend they never existed.
Yeah.
You would think, but the CIA likes to brag.
No, the CIA doesn't. No. CIA hates bragging, but they will keep meticulous notes.
Right, my bad.
Even when they shouldn't.
The FBI that likes to brag.
Yes, it's the FBI that likes to brag. Have you seen my badge?
Have you seen my badge? My badge.
That that's the sort of thing that you really shouldn't brag about in a day and age where people are coming to hate their federal government more and more with every passing day.
Yes, well, Max, the kinds of people that get attracted to the FBI aren't exactly the brightest.
Also, maybe stop proving
everyone right.
Maybe stop proving conspiracy theorists right. I'm getting sick of it. Stop giving them wins.
Yeah.
No. At this point, the only ones who haven't had a W are the flat earthers. Okay.
You know what? I'm okay with them not having. Yeah.
Yeah, those two. And I'm okay with yeah, you're right. I'm not okay with
But you know,
both of those
it's
not having land.
going to suck so much if it comes out actually the Earth is flat and we're actually just living in Tolkien's Middle Earth. As it turns out, some people have the elf gene that lets them see the edge.
No, you know what? I'd be okay with that. No, the moon landing, on the other hand, that that would be heartbreaking.
Wait, I'm sorry. It's just.
I'm gonna be
God.
honest.
You could not
That
make these jokes.
That one's gonna be. I think that one's gonna be difficult, if for no other reason than the fact that one of the astronauts took such fucking umbrage at someone telling him your mission was fake that he just about broke the dude's jaw.
Yeah, that's true.
You would think, but
of course he could. I mean, yeah, sure. Theoretically, he could have done it because he was mad at him giving up the game, maybe. But I think that was anger at being called fake when he wasn't a fake.
So Trump
the
just
whole
announced. Trump just announced we're opening our first oil refinery in 50 years in the U.S. Guess where we're opening it?
Texas?
Yellowstone?
With the help of India, it's opening up in Browntown.
No. Browntown where?
Texas.
Okay, Texas.
Browntown. With the help of India, we are opening an oil refinery in Browntown. I wish I could make this
the memes write themselves.
Wait a second. No, hang on a second.
Yeah.
It's real.
Oh, no. On the bright side, they've got a nice looking little flea market. Wait. What do you mean Texas also has a Brownsville? There's a Brownsville, Texas.
Yeah, there's Brownsville, Texas.
Oh, yeah, I've been to Brownsville.
Right on the border of Mexico, like an hour from the coast.
Yep, we have a town called Brownville on the border of Mexico.
Yeah, so Brownsville is also the only anime hotspot in the entirety of South Texas.
The fuck it is.
That makes sense.
It might be the only place where they have cons.
No, Austin has cons. But the anime is in Brownville.
I said South Texas sign.
Yeah,
South Texas.
I'm right next door to Texas.
That's not South Texas. You're next to East Texas. Get it right, you dumbass.
Okay. I want to be clear here. I said Browntown because Ville is town. Ville means town.
Brownville.
I know, and
there's
literally a Browntown flea market.
Town City, yes.
In
Town
Brownsville.
City. Amazing. But anyway, that's my point is I'm just laughing about how, with the help of India, we are opening an oil refinery in the town called Brown.
And the memes write themselves.
I fucking wish I could make. Oh, that's almost as good as the fucking meme that was going around. Well, it wasn't really a meme because it's real, but it's almost as good as the thing that was going around earlier of the British representative to the UAE is named Sandy Sandland.
Yeah,
that one.
Sandy Sandyland. Sandy Sandyland, yes.
It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Kojima does it again.
They had to have done that shit on purpose.
I mean, hey, look, no. See, here's the thing. Names have power. I have seen a large amount of people end up in positions and events that you just hear the name and you're like, of course, someone named Madoff stole money.
Yep.
Of course.
Madoff. Yeah.
I still remember being like fucking 12 years old when my mom told me that a guy named Bernie Madoff stole all her money, and I'm like, Mom,
made off with your money?
Why would you trust a guy named Madoff with your money? Like, young me just heard that and was like, no shit. Someone stole your money if their name was... That's like naming your son Thief McThief. And then it's like, oh, I can't believe Thief McThief would steal from us. It's like, damn. What'd you think was gonna happen? You know. Just saying. You know, we got a guy named King, who got elected to the highest position in the world. Sorry, Triumphant King, who got elected to the highest position in the world. I mean, you can't make this shit up, you know? It's just how it works.
There are just some things in reality that the greatest fiction writers wish they could have made up.
Yeah, you know? It's just how that's how it works. Yeah, Jay Carney. Yeah. Preceded by Robert Gibbs, succeeded by Josh Ernest. Of course, we have Gibbs, Ernest, and Carney being the press secretaries. Oh, okay. But yeah, no. So it's just more shit's happening, more shit's changing. Jim Cramer announces the war will never end. The next day, the war ends. So you know,
or at the very least is close to ending.
Pretty much ending. I mean, he said pretty much we've knocked out everything. Tel Aviv isn't getting as many missile alerts anymore. So like that's the whole thing, right? Is when you come to this sorts of news, you need multiple sources. And if, like, you know, someone gets up and says, we've knocked out all of Iran's missile production, and then you also don't see any more missiles being fired at Israel, well, it probably means he wasn't lying. Or at least, majority wasn't lying. You know?
Yeah. Also, the passing comment about apparently our naval personnel prefer sinking boats to capturing them.
Yeah.
Yes, it's more fun.
To be fair, it does mean we're not, you know, yeah, I mean, to be fair, I do prefer it.
What about boats?
We sank all the boats that Iran had instead of stealing them, even though they were very good boats accordingly. And the reason why we did that is because it's just more fun to blow them up. And I said I prefer that because I rather us just blow up the boat instead of having soldiers die just to take them.
Yeah. We don't particularly need those boats.
No, we don't.
Would they be nice? Sure, but we don't.
Well, I don't trust the boats either.
Yeah.
They were made with help of China, and China sunk their own submarine in its own fucking harbor.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's almost impressive that our Navy, our military didn't decide to just crater Tehran after they managed to touch a couple of our boats, because historically bad things happen.
Restraint.
Historically, bad things happen to people who touch U.S. military boats.
Well, I mean, you know,
like horrible things happen.
We killed 3 of their leaders. Feed me the next Ayatollah. You know, we've killed 3 of their leaders. We've bombed out most of their upper management of their army. And we've pretty much blown up nearly every military site in their country. I would say that we did a very proportional response. We didn't.
Yeah, Proportional.
I mean, Sneaky, we literally reduced an island from a hill to a plain because they scratched one of our boats back in World War II.
It wasn't an island.
It was after World War II.
Unless, wait, are you referring to the island during the Pacific Assault, or are you referring to Temper?
Temper.
Oh, Temper was coastline fortification.
Yeah, that was after World War II.
Oh, I'm sorry. That you're right. That's a lot more impressive. Actually.
Yes. They shot at it. It scratched the paint. He said, "You see that island? Yeah, I don't want to anymore."
It's not a fucking island. It was a goddamn mountain.
Island. That mountain.
I wish to not see that structure.
Those grid coordinates must cease.
Yeah, that's why, again, like, remarkable restraint on our part, because they touched a lot more than they did a lot more than scratch a single boat.
I do appreciate Trump telling all of the shipping boats to be not pussies anymore.
Yeah, I mean, easy to say when you can get boats with lots of guns over there.
Oh, sure.
If I was the guy in the shipping boat, I'd be like...
Yeah, but effectively nothing had... In fact, things have only gotten better for the Strait of Hormuz because Iran and the Houthis were still attacking boats occasionally before all this. And now they can't attack boats at all, but the boats were like, oh, but we're scared to go. And Trump was like, no, fucking go, you goddamn pussies. It's actually safer now than it was previously.
Yes.
But either way, as long as we do not have boots on the ground, my opinion does not change. But what does change is to wrap up the politics tonight and get into the fan fiction. The event of New York City. The New York City event.
The event, which took place.
Which I would say, apparently we're getting more information is partially tied to what's going on, which doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, but I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was simply saying that it's like, yeah, that's not particularly surprising.
Yeah, but you know, it's honestly, like, here's the thing though about that, right? Is it's just proof then that they don't deserve to be in America in the first place. If someone's throwing a bomb into a crowd because the country they are residing in attacked the country that they feel homeland towards, then they can go live in that homeland and not in the country that they're currently living in. Yes. And if they have a problem with that, I don't give a shit.
Have you tried not throwing bombs?
Yeah, it's a very low bar not throwing bombs into a crowd of people that aren't doing anything violent.
Yeah.
But so CNN,
leading authorities would call a spade, and rather than pretend a spade is, just a glove.
CNN posted an incredible headline. 2 Pennsylvania teenagers crossed into New York City Saturday morning for what could have been a normal day with abnormally warm weather. But in less than an hour, their lives would drastically change as the pair were then arrested for throwing bombs into a protest. That is crazy framing. As I said to Max, it's also very racist framing. Because the way they word that, it makes it sound like they were just gonna go have a normal day in New York City, and then upon gazing upon the unhappy faces of a bunch of white people, they were fueled with rage they could not overcome, and were forced to attack them in a terror bombing. And it's just like, what? Like, just say they went there to do it. Like, framing it as, oh, they were just wandering down the street and then were overcome with rage. That doesn't paint them in a better light. That paints them in a worse light. Makes them seem unstable.
I mean, they are.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
they
they
threw
are.
a bomb into a crowd.
Yes, they threw bombs into a crowd. But I'm saying there's a difference between being like, yeah, so these two guys, they really hated them. They heard about the protests, so they went down there to go terror bomb it. It's like, okay, fine. There's a series of events going on there, right?
I would say there's a followable series of events that makes someone, while it certainly makes them seem like a bad person, it makes them seem a lot more stable than I was walking down the street with my pipe bombs, and I just had to
I was just casually walking down the street with my prepared pipe bombs, and I saw a bunch of white people. Was like, "Oh my god, I have to kill them!" And then just threw it.
Bombs for home defense,
maybe if they'd been New Jersey natives, I'd have believed it. I'll just carry those for self-defense, right?
No, we don't carry bombs in New Jersey for self-defense. We carry them for offensive purposes.
Fair.
Right. Silly me.
Yeah, so, anyway, so it's signed, do not, god damn it, sign. So as I posted, moving on to fanfiction, sign got roasted, once again.
Oh, wait, where'd you post this?
I forwarded it to the, fic channel. It's, a little bit up here, right here. Right up here.
Oh, is it the thing about the DC crossover?
Yeah.
Oh,
so Sign wrote a porn-based DC crossover where he got his suspiciously older self-insert man to go into the DC universe after he got tired of his Japanese high school whores.
No, not tired. He got cloned instead. There is a difference.
Sure.
No, there isn't.
Sure, sign. There sure is a difference.
Shut the fuck up.
Do I need to bring up what happened when I was asleep?
What happened when you were asleep?
That news story you were talking about for 600 messages?
Ah! Well, it's not exactly new.
No, it's not. That's the worst part. So, so the thread in question was a thread in where people were bringing up stories that they dropped, and then they would explain why they dropped the story. And so someone gets reminded, because they started talking about RSM, because of course you do, in a thread where you talk about stories you've dropped. Am I wrong?
No, I suppose not.
Man, the DC crossover sequel that Sign's RSM fic was kind of wild. It had the most realistic portrayal of grooming I've ever seen between all of the porn.
Ooh.
Especially during that relationship between the 40-year-old self-insert and the preteen Barbara Gordon.
She wasn't preteen. She was not preteen. I know you were about to say, well, yeah, that being a teen makes it so much better. Fuck you. Just shut the fuck up.
Why aren't you specifying an age there, son?
One of the only fics on the site that ever made me squeamish enough to drop it. And I love rape and bestiality.
Yeah.
Also, the heroes of DC not coming down on him for the blatant obvious scumbaggery really broke my suspension of disbelief.
Well, Side, is there anything you'd like to say to the class?
2 words. Wait, can I say this on there?
No.
No, you probably can't.
And then someone responds to him with, oh yeah, Sign's got a lot of grooming fics, doesn't he? And then the original poster goes on to say, yeah, he's got a lot of grooming fics, and I'm not usually that bothered by it. You know, I'll read a fic where someone like Severus Snape uses a love potion to fuck female Harry or Hermione or something, and I'll give it a shot. But the realism that Sign injected into relationships really took me out of the porn and made my pee-pee not hard anymore. The rest of Sign's fics, because they all remind me of the Sign fics that make my pee-pee not hard.
Yeah, so... Ooh, I'm sitting here. So let me see if I got this straight. The rape, the bestiality, the literal...
See, well, hold on, Sign. You cannot say those words because unlike you, Infonicus is funny.
Fair.
Sneaky was really struggling to get that.
Yeah, he worked so hard on that one. He tried so hard. Got so far, but in the end...
I haven't heard that bad of a breakdown trying to get words out since we found the Rainbow Eyes seduction Hinata thing.
Oh, God, that fucking story.
Oh.
Wait, is that still going, by the way?
I don't know if it's still going. The bigger question is it still up?
Let's see. Rainbow Eyes, Hinata fanfiction, maybe?
I can't believe you just Google that bareback.
Okay, well, Seductress Hinata is still up as a story. I don't know if Rainbow Eyes is still...
Oh, God, I remember the Seductress Hinata. That shit was funny as fuck.
I think Rainbow Eyes got taken down eventually, either by the author or by one of the purges of old.
Purges, yeah.
I think it was a rated M story.
So anyway, so Sign pinged me for... Let's see if I got this straight. Rape, mind control, and bestiality is all okay, but an old man taking his time to groom a young girl and become her close confidant and not use mind control powers to have sex with her is icky. That's a wild statement to post, Sign. I'm going to be real with you.
Reminder, this is on QQ, so bear in mind your audience here.
Yeah, the audience here is for the quick schlick, not grooming children.
It wasn't grooming.
Yes.
Sign, in your own post, you just said, takes the time to become her close confidant, listen to her worries, and advise her future. What is that if not grooming?
She came on to him.
Oh my God!
You wrote the story.
It's your self-insert.
Sir,
but
officer,
she started sucking my dick.
Exactly.
I just wrote it that way.
I was defenseless against the 10-year-old girl, officer. I couldn't stop her. She had me by the balls.
Literally. I have to shut off my headset and put this on normal speakers, so I'm gonna mute myself. I gotta charge this thing apparently.
All right. Let's see. So Chin Lamp, Science resident lefty beta reader, chimes in with, lots of people see rape as a distant thing, something you don't see very often. People see bestiality as something that doesn't happen often, and mind control is pure fiction. Oh, God, I wish. But weird power dynamics between older men and young women is something they do see as real, and so it gets a more visceral response. Kind of like how people hate Umbridge more than Voldemort in Harry Potter because they see her as a more real evil. No, that's mostly because lots of men have mother issues or, teacher issues where they had a female teacher who was cruel and strict and generally made their lives horrible when they were children. But yes, it is because she's a more real evil. But, more because of their traumas than because of that character being actually evil. But yeah. I responded with about how Undying Scarab conveniently also gets a lot of people coming in and complaining about how Taylor kills children in the first act of the story, and we're like,
oh, fucking many.
It's also just like I am really thrown off by it whenever they bitch about it, because it's like, well, A, what do you think the Scourge do normally? B, if you read the chapter, you would know that it's not like she could just, even if she was in full control of her faculties, she was surrounded by an army of Scourge.
She had 6 of her personal with her. There was at minimum 100 of the Scourge that were direct subordinates to the Lich King. Not at Mindless Undead. Direct First Legion fuckers, led by one of the 2 captains, aka people that have gone through absolute hell in the service of Arthas.
So it's just like, even if she didn't kill the kids, someone was. And if she didn't kill the kids, then someone was probably gonna, torture the kids, or rip their souls out, or, use their souls as a fucking 8-ball, or, eat their souls. There is a lot of things that could have happened to these children that isn't just fucking die. That is way worse than just dying.
And dying
she killed them.
Relatively painlessly.
Yeah. She literally lasered them off the face of the earth with her Goy beam.
I'm not responding to that.
I was wondering if anyone would.
No, we're just going to try to pretend you didn't say it.
That's fair enough. But yeah, so it just completely blows me away, because people are just sitting here like, she should have saved the kids. Why did she kill the children? It's like, do you guys not understand what was going on in that chapter?
I have been called having a murder boner specifically for that, and it's like, okay.
Which is wild to accuse someone who's writing a World of Warcraft story of. Considering, like, it's World of Warcraft. It's like accusing a Warhammer writer of having a murder boner. It's like, I'm sorry, do you not know the normal property?
Yeah.
It's like accusing a Game of Thrones writer of killing off too many characters, and it's like, I'm sorry, are you not aware of how this property normally goes? I'm sorry that you haven't read the fanfic, you haven't read the canon before now, but I hate to break it to you.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but everyone dies.
The bad guys die, the good guys die.
The uninvolved people die. A lot.
No, speaking of, unfortunately, they are apparently going to ruin season 2 of Knights of the Round, or whatever the fuck the Knights of the Tale.
Oh, Seven Kingdoms or whatever.
Seven Kingdoms Knights or whatever. Yeah.
I'm so glad that I haven't watched any of those. Like, look, I say this as someone who has read all the existing Game of Thrones books. To be clear, I'm sorry, A Song of Ice and Fire, before anybody gets snippy about it. I don't think they're that good. They're not bad. But I don't think they're that good. I think they're decent books that get quite overlong in some sections, and I think that Martin's a little too had a lot of shock value and interest generated in book 1 by killing the main character, and has since tried to recapture that in every subsequent book.
I'm that yeah. I mean, apparently they did the first season pretty well, and people were kind of like really hopeful about it for the Knight's story. They're like, oh wow, we're actually gonna have something that isn't just mud punk, doomer, black pill, good guys can never win bullshit mashed with DEI girl bossing. And that's what season 1 was turning out to be, is that, none of that was going to be in it. And then they announced season 2, and they're like, yeah, we're going to be adding more characters to season 2. It's going to be, we're going to have a black guy from the north, and a woman. Because, fuck you. But, damn, that's crazy. I'm just gonna post this into news. And, I'll talk about it, not on the podcast.
That's, probably a solid idea.
Didn't Diana flirt with Kid Bruce, or at least tease him, and he just hit her with full edge? I never had a childhood. Check out my Sonic OC Cold Steel.
To be clear, he absolutely did go, like, full edge. That 100% happened. No question about that. But yeah. It's not quite what they described. I know the episode they're talking about. They were turned into children, which was based off a comic somewhere. And basically it's all of them have been turned into children.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about here.
I know, I was gonna say, but I want to be clear, it's not like a lolly thing. Like, they are physically de-aged, and part of that is their minds are at least partially de-aged. They still remember that I'm Batman, I'm Wonder Woman, but they're also,
Yes.
8.
Yeah.
And act reasonably like 8-year-olds.
Reasonably. Oh, Gray, what the fuck did you do?
Gray, what have you done?
Okay, so Core Blimey said, from what I know about Warcraft, body binding is necromancers, how necromancers force undead to obey them. Mana binding is some sort of mage spell. Elementals can be bound. Is it similar? Taylor's soul exists outside of the world, blah, blah, blah. Kel'Thuzad summoned her like a demon contract. Soul binding is loyalty all undead feel towards the Lich King, right? Kel'Thuzad didn't cast it on Wraith, but Wraith was taught soul techniques by her teacher. Maybe they casted a soul binding on her too. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, we had her talk about it with fucking Gothic.
Yes, which I have quoted. In the reply.
Yes. Yeah. Insert quotes where Gothic talked about it. Yeah.
It was too many characters.
Yeah, well, fair. People apparently just have not, people are, going back now and are like, wait a second. They've been hinting at it for this long? It's like, yeah. Yeah, guys, we pre-planned the mind control thing for a very long time.
This was back in 2022, July 14th. This is how long it's been.
It's been a while, guys. It's been a theme.
It has been a thing for 4 years. Minimum. Likely a lot longer.
Yeah.
Y'all are just blind.
Can't blame them. Readers are about as literate as sign these days. Why am I being
that low?
Fuck
He's
off.
far worse.
I made him unmute himself.
He can't help himself.
God. My company is really determined to keep using Google Chat. It is pain. Right. So, that just reminded me of another fucking thing I wanted to complain about a hot fucking second. We get a call on Friday. Company owner wants us to help one of their users access their ERP system in a more streamlined fashion.
Okay.
Some issues occurred with doing so. Namely, we didn't know they were using this ERP software in the first place.
I can see how that's a problem.
Yeah, minor issue. Secondly, it's cloud software. Thirdly, it's cloud software hosted in a foreign country. Fourthly, we don't have admin access to it. Fifthly, it's accessed using a VPN we didn't know existed. Off of a computer we didn't know existed. With a user we didn't know existed.
That's not supported.
It wasn't. And that's what I told her. I was like, look, I would love to help you, but as you have elected to not inform us of how your company operates, I cannot help you any further because I don't know how it's supposed to work. It's like if you handed me a random fucking number and you're like, can you reverse the math on this? No? Where's the equation? I don't know the equation. Well, I can't fucking reverse the math now, can I? Oh, God, it's just some fucking people sometimes, I swear to you. This fucking company is just one thing after another. They kicked us off of being admins of their email.
Why?
I don't know! It's not like they couldn't have also had an admin account alongside us. Just the owner decided that they wanted this one employee to be the admin, and that one employee kicked us off, and we told the owner, and she was like, well, we're just gonna not have you guys be the admin of our email environment then. And I was like, what the fuck are you paying us for? But, that doesn't stop them from coming to us every 2 days about a complaint they have about their email, and then we have to remind them every 2 fucking days that we don't control their email because they kicked us off of it. Oh, can't you do something? No! You kicked us out! Just... I'm gonna fucking kill people. I am a highly requested person. I have immense levels of patience for people that realize they are having a problem and they desperately want help for it. And when I help them, they sit there and they listen and they try. They try. That's the key part, is they try. Even though they're retarded. Even though they don't quite understand what I'm asking of them, they try. They try and get that friction going on their few brain cells, and I appreciate them for it. Even if it does make calls occasionally very frustrating. But they try. But I fucking hate it when people call in, and they don't want to do the steps to fix the fucking problem. They just want the solution. They want it to magically appear in front of them. It's like, well, that's not how that works. You have to do the steps. Can't my account just be secured without MFA? No! That's not how it works! If you want to get off of Microsoft products, we can hook you up with something that doesn't have MFA on it, but we'll also stop fucking supporting it! Because we've had too many dipshits go about, make their password easy password 1, and get compromised. And then when we have to clean it up, you get ass mad that you got compromised when you made your password easy password 1. It's very frustrating.
I've said it before, that's that whole, I just want it to work and I don't want to have to think about it mentality.
Look, I can work with that too. I have had plenty of people call in and be like, look, I don't know how to do any of this. Can I just give you my computer password and I just let you work on it for an hour? And there's a lot of times where I can be like, yeah, we can just do it that way. And I just fix the problem for them. And they're like, okay, is there anything, when they, they come back, they're like, okay, is it fixed? Yes. Is there anything I need to do in the future to make this not happen again? Yeah, this is what you need to do in the future. Okay. And they do it. They'll call back. I've had people call back in and be like fucking puppies who are proud when you talk to them, right? And they're like, I did the thing you said to do, and I did this, and I did that. And I'm like, great job. You tried, and that's what mattered, even if it didn't fix the problem. It's the people that make the problem, and that's, I don't blame people that don't know of problems, right? I don't blame them for not knowing something that isn't in their purview. If they're an accountant, I'm not going to blame them for not knowing that the newest patch from Microsoft has had a couple of bugs in it that cause your computer to explode if you double tap the escape button, right? I don't expect them to.
I am going to ask you to stop doing it now that I've told you about it.
Yes, I am going to expect you to stop double tapping the escape button. Much like the doctor who looks at you whenever you say, oh, well, it really hurts when I bend like this. And the doctor looks at you and goes, well, stop bending like that then.
But Sneaky, I really like to double tap the escape button. Can't you make it so it doesn't do that?
I have seen
Well, depending on what kind of backups you keep, yes, I can.
True. But, I've seen people add some very impressive steps to situations of just like they have a way of doing things because in their heads that's how you just do it. And they add like 8 steps between they want to print out an attachment. So instead of just printing the attachment out, they download it, and then they open the attachment up, and then they save the attachment as a picture, and then they open the picture up, and then they print it to a PDF, and then they open the PDF, and then they print the PDF. And I'm just like, why didn't you just print it from the attachment page?
No,
they're like, you can do that? I'm like, yeah, you can do that.
No, that actually sounds like something that I would have to come up with for. Well, this printer only accepts PDFs to print from, so you're gonna have to do this.
Well, I mean, we had a case of that previously, where for one company we managed that we found out that the reason why this one printer always broke is because someone was printing image files to it, .pngs, and for whatever reason, every other file type worked. But if you printed a .png to this printer, it just broke.
Something spaghetti code.
Was it a Lexmark?
It's a lot more than spaghetti code.
It was a... Actually, it might have been a Lexmark. It actually might have... I almost want to say Rico.
Rico?
Yeah.
Rico doesn't... Oh, if it was really a really old Rico, yes.
Yeah, it was an old Rico. It was a big MFP Rico. Yeah.
MFP Rico? That's not... maybe if it's old enough, maybe. Or they have the wrong
it was like
driver
5 years at best.
Oh, shit. No, there ain't no way.
Yeah, I don't know. It's even worse when they choose easy password 2 through 10 as their next passwords. Yeah.
Oh, God, those people.
Hey, look, now, I
that's
admit...
an interesting new bot.
Huh?
Oh, we have a bot in chat. Account was created 1 hour ago. They want to join us on Discord for streaming.
Add me when we're streaming. Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and ban that, I think.
Yeah.
No. I think they could be a helpful new member of the community, Max.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
No.
Disappointed Seribot didn't get that one, but...
That's because it's a new scam, so everybody's going to have to learn.
Indeed.
Chop, Seribot, you have work to do.
Look, admittedly, I do pick up usually a cleverish password that's easy enough to type in back when I worked at some other companies. And, yeah, I would just increase the number tick on it.
Oh, yeah. Listen, as long as I don't have an indication that my password's been compromised, you're getting a number tick.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because, you know what? Now, this is one that did get compromised, so I no longer use it. But I used to just put in, like, random clone trooper numbers and then just type is the best. On the off chance that someday, like, an IT guy would come along and have to look at my password and be like, where does this idiot get off saying that Fixer is the best of the Republic Commandos?
Yeah. Except that shit's not stored anywhere anymore.
I know, but...
Everyone knows it's Sev, and if you say anything else, you're wrong.
It's stored on the domain controller.
Excuse you. Scorch is best boy.
Scorch is good, but he's not Sev.
Last time you looked at an AD?
About 3 years ago.
Yeah, bro. The new server ADs, they don't store those passwords anymore. They just store cryptography of it.
Really?
Yeah. But it is a pain in the ass. Every single fucking time a user sends us a password through the email. And I'm just like, no, we have to reset this. And they're like, no, you can't reset it. And I'm like, you sent it over a fucking plain text open email. We gotta reset it now.
Yeah.
But,
it's scary that people don't understand that.
It's bad. Yeah, it's bad. It is, yeah, it's not good. But, oh yeah, don't put your passwords into the Google Post-it notes. So not Google, Windows, Microsoft Post-it notes.
Oh God, no! Please, no.
Yeah. Apparently, Microsoft Post-it notes do not cryptographically store, and in fact, they store plain text. So, if someone is pinging your computer, able to ping your computer, that's one of the things they can prompt the computer to respond with if you target the note program correctly. Is you can just make it report out the notes.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Oh, God. Oh, Windows Jank, you are honestly the worst. But in slightly cortisol lowering news for my company, is we recently are having a crackdown on canceling tasks.
That's good.
Yep, we're no longer allowed to cancel tasks without a reason, which is anywhere from duplicate task to handled by X task already, but we have to include the task hyperlink if it's because of another task, right?
Yeah.
Why do I get the feeling this is only going to target you?
It's not to target me. In fact, it's to target all of my fucking coworkers who are lazy dipshits and will just cancel tasks for no reason because they don't want to handle them.
And reason to ignore a task named customer was an asshole?
No. And so my the other thing we have to do when we cancel a task, if it's a user-facing task, then the user has to be notified of this. And can I just get this out of the way? If you ever have to email your IT team, and your IT team uses a ticketing system, or you ever have to email any IT team, and they use a ticketing system, please, for the love of God, stop responding to the help desk ticket maker email. Or remove it from your reply all. Holy shit. We had one day, one user generate 39 tickets because they kept reply alling to a ticket they sent in.
You mean your ticket system doesn't treat that as a normal email because it's a reply to that ticket? Sounds like a shitty ticketing system.
No, it's actually a pretty good ticket system. The problem is they aren't using it correctly. So our ticketing system has two methods of creating a ticket by email. You can email help desk, or you can email the already created ticket, and you get a special ticket email when you create a ticket. The problem is they are reply alling, and they're mentioning like 8 people in this massive ticket, and they're nailing help desk in the first ticket, and then they're getting the response ticket to them, and instead of responding to the ticket that they created, they keep sending emails to the help desk to respond to the ticket. And so it keeps making new fucking tickets every time they respond.
So that's the kind of thing where you got to start canceling those en masse. Also, by the way, I'm sorry, I just have to take a moment. So I went looking at some of the Republic Commando stuff.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I thought I really hated canon already. Yeah. I hate it even more.
Yeah.
So the show The Bad Batch. Apparently, my boy Scorch is present in there. Still working for the Empire. And the Bad Batch eventually ends up killing him.
Of course. Obviously.
It's almost like your favorite character getting killed off in a fucking book series, but worse.
Yeah, that's true. At least I know mine's dead. And
fucking
you know what?
343 so fucking much.
Yeah. And you know what? At least I didn't have to deal with the fact that there was an entire book series planned about resolving the fate of one of my favorite characters to get canceled by Dave fucking Filoni.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, wait.
Wait, which one is this?
Oh, we were gonna find out what happened to Sev in the Imperial Commando series, which got canned.
Right.
Dave
yes.
Filoni.
No, because we were gonna get a second game.
Again.
We
weren't gonna get a second game.
No, we weren't gonna get a second game. A second game was planned. There was supposed. Thank you, Greg. There was supposed to be a second game.
A second game was planned.
Not done.
That got canned. And then they were allowed to. There was supposed to be a second game that got canned, and then Karen Traviss was allowed to reveal the fate of Sev. Was going to be allowed to reveal the fate of Sev in the Imperial Commando books, which were then also canceled because of Dave Filoni.
There was only one book left. That's the worst part. Imperial Commando was going to be a 2-part series. That's it. It was just 2 books. And Filoni had the balls to touch the Mando stuff.
For the worse. Much, 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 much worse.
Well, you know how it is with these people. They
I'm
have
still
to
so
inject
fucking
themselves.
mad about that. Oh yeah, I know. And the best part to me, Atten used to defend some of that stuff, and then more came out about how Filoni,
and the more we got,
more stuff came out about how Filoni had been handling it, and we found out, oh, George Lucas didn't actually have a lot to do with the Clone Wars 3D.
Yeah,
most of the decisions were in fact Filoni's. Because he was basically given a free pass. Because Lucas was busy with so much other management stuff. Because Star Wars is a massive franchise. And has been since, at the size we have it now, probably since episode 1 or 2 in the 90s. Like, it went even
honestly, I would
crazier than
say
it already was when it
getting
was just
pretty
novels
big,
and comics.
even in like the late 80s. Like,
oh no, I know, because we had a shit ton of comics and books, but then we
Yeah.
also started getting TV shows and games on top
Yeah.
of comics and books and
Yeah.
more movies.
Yeah, the games helped a lot. When was? I think what like the first like big
Like there were a
successful
handful of
game
Star
was.
Wars games, but
Yeah.
then we had a massive explosion in the 3D world, which allowed a lot more people to get in on making games. I've never seen his name spelled like that. Thank you, Gray. That has made my night.
Fail only. So, speaking of terrible stories that should never exist.
Yeah. Before that, some credit to Filoni. He's actually not bad at handling story beats. I just wish he had a more creative bone somewhere in his body beyond knowing how to structure a story. His story structure.
Oh man!
I think he's really good at structuring
I just realized
stories.
something.
Yeah.
What?
Because I let Sign make female clones, which is fine. I just realized something though.
Okay.
Tanya's a mom?
Poor Etain Termaken, never gonna get it.
Oh, I suppose so.
You have robbed my girl of her one true love, Death.
No. Sign, we'll be fixing that. We'll be fixing that.
Anyways, so you let Sign gender bend Jango Fett into a woman.
No.
I did not let that happen.
No. You wanted it, but no.
Yeah. He said
it's already canon.
Fuck you, Sign.
Yeah, hey, no, it's not.
So
okay, what female clone?
What Sign? Yeah, yes, there's a female clone. We know. What Stein
we don't talk
wanted,
about that one.
What Stein wanted was a gender bending Jango Fett, and I said no. And then he said, okay, well, fine, but Tanya's making an army, and she knows she's going to purposefully use human bonding to make them better, obedient soldiers. And I said, that's terrible. But it is what she would do.
It is what she would do.
Okay, so is it clones of herself then?
Yes. No.
Is it?
No.
Okay, how are we getting the female clones? Because the Kaminoans are so specific in their behavior, they're not going to gender bend Fett.
No. What we did was we picked. It was Fett's. Not his wife, his first girlfriend, who will now become his wife.
I do not remember. I don't know anything about Fett's romantic life. Because honestly, he just wasn't as cool as Boba Fett was to me.
No.
Sheikah Tull.
Yeah. Thank you, Sign. But yeah, he did have he did get around somewhat.
Yeah. Okay.
Somewhat. The only guy who got more play than Django was our boy Obi-Wan.
But if he fucks up Mandalorians, I am going to have to consider road tripping with Gray to visit Sign.
No, he hasn't. Listen, of all the things he's tinkered with, he's pretty much left the Mandalorians alone. We did keep nuked Mandalore because we used that as a plot point.
What do you mean you kept nuked Mandalore?
The fact that a fair chunk of Mandalore had been rendered uninhabitable by Republic bombardment. We kept that so we could use that as a additional mark against the Republic.
Wait, hang on. When did this happen?
Kind of deserved it.
Okay, so
Clone Wars.
The Thundering.
Yeah, in the Clone Wars, the reason that Mandalorians turned pacifist.
Is this the 3D Clone Wars?
Yes, this is 3D Clone Wars.
Okay. Turn your Star Wars card in. Fuck you. How dare you?
Because we're using it as a plot point.
No, I don't care.
To show how bad the Republic is.
You don't need that. Oh.
Listen, we found a pretty decent way to keep Satine.
I can't believe
we found a decent way to keep Satine, but also have important people like Jaster Muriel still be doing stuff. And we basically said there's a three-way split of Mandalorians. There's the Death Watch that everybody hates because everybody hates the Death Watch because they suck. There's a bunch of Mandalorians who said, nah, miss me with that pacifism shit. And they continued basically just doing as Mandalorians have done for the past several thousand years. And then there's a small chunk of Mandalorians that said, what if we did this whole pacifism thing? So they're a relatively minor segment. We wanted to keep Satine around so Obi-Wan had someone to pine for.
Look, the Excision has been around for a long time. It's in some of the older books. Yes, it did show up in the 3D Clone Wars, but they pulled it from the source of the books. It is.
Yeah, I would say the Excision was.
Which books? Because if it's the books that tied directly into the 3D Clone Wars, I don't give a shit about those.
Hold on.
Like, if you want to talk about how the planet got fucked during the Old Republic, sure, that's why the one we get in the more modern fiction is pretty much just farmland.
Yeah, Max, that's exactly what we're talking about. The Excision happened in like
also, to be clear, Max, it apparently, according to the wiki, I'm gonna have to go back and look this up.
I said the Old Republic. You guys are talking about the Clone Wars, which is
no,
modern Republic.
No.
I'm talking 2,000 years prior.
This is 700 years prior, before the Clone Wars. Actually, it was right in the time of the Rusan Reformation, right at the end of it. And in fact was tied into the Rusan Reformation. That's when the Jedi pulled a fucky wucky and decided, okay, fuck it, we're just going to glass Mandalore.
The Mandalorian Excision created as a backstory for the 2010 second season story arc of Star Wars The Clone Wars television series. Represented a retcon in the history of the planet Mandalore.
Yeah, because prior to that, Mandalore had been fucked by the Old Republic, then got better, but it was left as farmland and agriculture because that's primarily what they do on their home planet now. That's part of, if I'm not screwing this up, that's part of what pushed them to be nomadic, because they didn't used to be nomadic to the extent they are now.
No, I'm calling that
no, the nomad thing is tricky.
They've been mercs, but the nomad thing is a lot more recent than their mercenaries.
No. The nomad thing really the nomad thing is mostly Revan's fault. because he shattered when he killed Mandalore the Ultimate and took the mask and ran off with the mask and then went off and disappeared into the who knows where. The Mandalorians had a leadership problem because, well, you either have to kill the previous Mandalore or you have to get the mask. Now, generally speaking, doing one meant you did the other, but you had to at least do one of those things. And Revan fucked off somewhere, and nobody could find him, so nobody could kill him. And he went off with the mask, so nobody could get the mask. And the Mandalorians were like, well, by our own rules, no one can be Mandalore right now. So everyone just kind of went and did their own thing. And that's what really led to the whole Nomad thing. Because, ironically, the Old Republic didn't actually really do a whole lot to Mandalore. They didn't really mess with it. I mean, they beat the shit out. Basically, they kicked the shit out of the Mandalorians and said, you know what? We've done enough. And we're better than you. We're not going to bomb your home planet. And then later, during the Rasan Reformations, they did do some stuff. The Mandalorian Excision basically said, we're going to make it worse. But Mandalore had been, as Max pointed out, had the bejesus bombed out of it.
Yeah, they got bombed, they recovered, the planet became more agrarian, and then the Excision comes in and bombs that. That's why they have cities under glass now. Which, yes, it was a Filoni retcon from, like,
Cool. You can stop talking then. I'm just going to continue to ignore your story as you continue to grab some of the worst shit Filoni did. Thank you for ruining my Mandalorians a second time, you bastards.
They haven't been ruined. They've been reunited. God damn it!
I was gonna say, listen, the Death Watch is dead. A real Mandalorian is back in charge, and the pacifists have been quietly shuffled out of the picture.
Well, they've been merged into the rest of them and told, hey, look, you can be pacifistic, sure, but if you do that, we're all going to die. Is that what you want? No? All right, then start building ships.
No, I'm with Gray on this.
Death.
Because, like, you don't need the Excision to show how fucking awful the Republic is. You don't need to go fucking around with the expanded universe's stuff for the Mandos, because it's significantly better than anything Filoni introduced by a whole bunch. Although, I will admit, Jango settling down is going to be interesting, because that means that we're not going to get one of the most terrifying Mandalorians now, because little Boba's not going to be little Boba.
That's true. Little Boba is in fact not going to become little Boba.
Boba was the way he was because, one, he was a one-to-one recreation of his father. Two, he got to live through his dad's death. And three, being a one-to-one recreation of his father means that there's some sort of gene in the Fett line that's just mean.
Murder boner.
Effectively mean.
The Fett line is the people that said the Geneva Convention was just a suggestion rather than a
I
convention.
guess you could say he was
the Fett line
with them.
The Fett line is trying to figure out how Jango Fett... what I'm trying to figure out is how we got Jango Fett from two people who were, like, no meaner than farmers before they died in a merc raid.
Fucking excuse you.
His biological parents, they weren't Mandalorian. They were just random folk.
In fact,
you have never seen a farmer angry then.
No, I was gonna say to be to be clear.
No, I've seen farmers angry, but these were like, I don't even think they were farmers. They were actually
they were
unlike
some
Ray's
of the
parents,
original Mandalorian pacifists because they lived on Concord Dawn.
I see.
Were they Concord?
Yes.
Yes, because that's where Jaster picks them up, is off of Concord Dawn.
It has been a minute.
Yeah, but so they were on Concord Dawn, Now, to be fair, I don't know what Filoni did to it, but that was Concord Dawn was originally where they went.
God, yeah, no, I forgot. Concord Dawn is like super old as Mandalorian Schism.
Yeah.
And remember, Jaster's sister is still out there somewhere.
Gotta fix that.
You know, never mind, I take it back. I'm more confused how his parents put everything down when they are like the perfect Mandalorian genetic code, apparently. Oh.
Listen, they really liked the idea of running a farm.
Don't you know some of the best farmers were former soldiers?
I'm sorry.
I got my soldiering done. I want to farm now.
I'm sorry. Hang on. No, I have to complain about something.
Oh.
What do you mean there's a Mandalorian moon called Moonis Mandal?
Excuse you?
Look, the people in charge of naming shit were just really bored
that day. Is so fucking 90s coded. Tell me that's from a 90s book.
I'm trying to get... I'm getting more on this. When is this from? It's from... No. It's from the Phantom Menace novelization?
Go fuck off. Right.
It's 90s.
Late 90s.
Wait. Okay, episode 1, Pod Racer Punch-Outs, Star Wars Gamer. What are you? We have no information about this. What do you mean these are the things that lived on it?
Yeah. Just these are the things that lived on it.
What is this thing?
Oh, wow.
What are you, boy?
What the fuck is that thing?
What are you, and how do I remove you?
With violence.
I'm gonna be honest, the Mandalorians left them on that moon. Probably a good reason for it. Probably a really good reason for it.
Yeah.
The Mandalorians looked at that and said, you know what? Leaving you alive is better. It's more suffering.
That could probably fuck us up.
Does anyone use
Maybe we shouldn't touch it
anymore.
That thing...
That's usually... a lot. That's how it goes a lot of times.
95% mouth. I'm not fighting that.
There's usually a reason that the hyper merc nomadic farmers don't go fucking around with stuff. Sometimes it's not worth it. Other times it's like it's really not worth it.
Yeah, that was
Republic Commando shotgun is so funny to me. It's just
parry this.
No, it's just like, it's a slug thrower. Oh, no, it's not. Just an energy weapon that looks like a slug thrower. It just reminds me of... it's a slug thrower. Listen, due to international copyright laws, it's not. Still, we should use it like it is a slug thrower, but it isn't.
That is probably my favorite... Listen, there's a lot of banger lines in Republic Commando. The best one is absolutely... It's an energy weapon made to look like a slug thrower. I didn't know lizards were nostalgic.
I still think you lizards
that and finding the dead Jedi's lightsaber. An elegant weapon for a more civilized age. Well, it's not a civil age.
I still think that the line about you lizards need to learn that I'm a lot scarier than you are goes so hard.
It's a great one. It's a great one. Look, all right. Look, first of all, we all have to agree. A lot of the menace in all of those lines. Listen, Mara Moyason's voice does a lot of lifting in those line reads.
Anyway, because I want to torture Atten tonight, we'll be reading Star Wars crossovers.
Oh boy.
Oh, you know what? Thank God my father just arrived with food. I'll be back.
Uh-huh. That's what I thought. Coward.
God damn it. No, I am unfortunately stuck here. Son of a
Remember, Sneaky, you can get like 2 more people in here if you go out of your way to get Filoni-based lore for this.
How about a Star Wars Harry Potter story? Because those are perfect and have no
great.
complications.
I would like to also thank YouTube for typing "you lizards" immediately auto-completing to "need to learn I'm a lot scarier than you are."
Fantastically done.
It knows.
So anyway, Harry is sent into Star Wars by the Ministry of Magic to get rid of him.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
It involves Harry getting tossed into the doorway of death and ending up in the Star Wars universe. Which, I mean, is a long time ago in a galaxy far away, so I guess that is basically death. Fair enough, I suppose. Let's see, is it bad grammar? Okay, let's see. Harry's, firing spells. His wand's a blur. 3 things. M dash. It's not this but that. Oh, but they are kind of spicing it up occasionally with their own words. So, I mean, kudos to them, I suppose. Despite them using an AI to write things for them. They're still trying, I suppose. But it is kind of really obvious because they use N dashes and the AI uses M dashes. So it is kind of really obvious when they wrote a section and when the AI wrote a section. But I mean, overall, the grammar's mostly fine.
I'm sorry. I'm continuing to dive down the facts hole. What do you think the original name for Jango Fett was going to be? In the early drafts.
Bounteous Huntius.
John Bounty Hunter Man.
No, unfortunately,
no. That was before the John meme, sadly.
Nose comes relatively close with a G-Man joke.
Oh, of course it was.
How am I supposed to pronounce that?
Well, go ahead and read it off.
How do I pronounce that?
Jimmy? Shmee?
Jimmy. It's Jimmy.
His name's Jimmy. Oh shit, boys, he's Jimmy. Don't make Jimmy get his shotgun and flamethrower.
Jimmy, I heard Jimmy. Did I ever tell you about the time my friend Jimmy beat a bunch of Jedi to death with his bare hands?
Ellis, if you keep speaking, I'm going to punch you in the mouth.
Did you know my dad's car, Jimmy? He named it Slave 1.
Hey, don't worry, Coach.
Because it's always carrying him everywhere.
We'll find a Jedi bird.
We could have had Jimmy Bob's son, Jimmy Bob Jr., damn it.
We could have had Jimmy Bob Jr. and his ship Slave 2.
Oh boy.
Them Jimmys and their slaves, man.
Yeah, boys! Support the Confederacy!
In this universe, he wouldn't die to a random Sarlacc or a random Jedi. He gets charged off into a Sarlacc.
I didn't like that one.
Didn't think about that one, did you?
Mandalore will rise again.
Mandalore will rise again. Didn't fully think that one out, did you, Max?
No, my mind doesn't jump to these things like yours.
I can't say this one on air. I absolutely can't say that one on air, but going off of Sneaky's jokes.
Woo!
I can't say that one on air.
Are we sure that his ship isn't called Slave 2 as in TOO? Oh boy. I'm glad they didn't name him Jimmy. That would have been awkward.
You need to be stopped.
Yeah.
Would have been hilarious.
I mean, there would have been comedy value, yes, but
yeah,
wouldn't have been good.
Oh yeah, would have completely removed any serious or threat factor from Jimmy the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah.
Jimmy the Bounty Hunter.
There's a bounty hunter in the area. Better watch out for him.
Who did you call, sir? I contacted the
He goes by
most infamous bounty hunter in this section of the galaxy,
Jimmy.
the great Jimmy. Oh God, you called Jimmy? Why the fuck do you call him?
Jimmy.
Jimmy. We don't need his kind of crazy around here.
Why would you call Jimmy? Jimmy's one of the worst shots this side of Tatooine. I can make a better shot than he could.
Tatooine.
I tried to give it a shitty Southern drawl. Sorry, Max.
Tatooine or Dantooine.
Our brother Annie. Oh, so I actually had a funny little moment here,
Star Wars New Hope now. And Luke
you need a Southern Star Wars New Hope?
I need Southern Farm Boy Luke. I need that redubbed.
So what you're saying is you need him to actually date Leia.
Oh, I don't want the Alabama farmer. I just want any Southern farmer that's not Alabama.
Does Luke need a fucking banjo too?
That's
no, Luke.
No, that's what R2D2's
Your
for.
father played the banjo as well.
Oh, God damn it. Luke, did I ever tell you about...
Here's your father's banjo.
Oh, God, that brings entirely new connotations to Ashoka, too. Let me tell you about your father. Nope.
No, you cannot finish that joke.
It goes in line with the others.
Oh, God. So anyway, Star Wars Arknights. One chapter, 800 words, as it should be. Anakin, formerly Skywalker and Vader. What do you mean Anakin, formerly Skywalker and Vader? Anakin Vader? You thought his last name was Vader?
No, his last name is War, don't you know? He's John Star.
Please be a coffee shop.
John War.
Anakin Skywalker had his name legally changed to Anakin Vader to open up a new coffee shop in downtown Coruscant. No power AU coffee shop. Let's
go. No one will believe you.
Jesus fucking Christ. Why was that so loud? There's no reason for it to be that loud, by the way.
Anakin, formerly Vader, has spent a lifetime as a weapon, a slave, and a monster. I mean, he for a very long period of time, he was actually none of those things. But, you know, we'll skip past that part. He knows what exactly the world does to children it deems expendable. Save them from a life of slavery? I'm getting really mixed messages here. He is no longer a general or a Sith. He is now just a man trying to serve espresso on Rhode Island.
Yeah?
No, I'm just kidding about that part.
I'm sorry.
He is reincarnated into Arknights, and he is one of 3 children, and he's trying to be a hero to the 2 other main characters, because Anakin Fix-It-Fic, reincarnator, self-insert, isekai. like I said, this story deserves to have less than 1,000 words written for it because it's god awful, and I hope it stops existing.
Rude.
The boy the Force chose. The living Force moves in ways beyond sentient comprehension. Her chosen one, because the Force is female, was thought to be found on Tatooine. But another boy on a planet called the Elemental Nations was also blessed with the Force. From 2 prominent houses on Brental 4. This is a story of a nexus of potential, of Naruto being born in the Star Wars universe where everything is still ninjas and shit, except they're also Star Wars Jedi.
Disgusting.
4 chapters, 10k words. So yeah, barely like 2k words per chapter.
I got really worried for a second when they said something about the waves.
And of
Abeloth
course,
will be so excited about this new planet.
It is written by AI.
Oh. Just clock that immediately, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, M dash is fucking everywhere. It's not this, but that. 3 things. It's literally just copy and paste all the time.
How do I not have ChatGPT on this one? Damn it.
Yeah, so everyone can also take sign L once again. Make sure to mark that down.
Yeah, don't have that either, sadly.
Don't say what like you don't know.
You had him banked.
Yeah, all right, fair. That's fine.
Friday's gonna be the last L until sign makes another L, which, I mean,
Who knows? I might get a W.
Damn, I do not have a ChatGPT or a sign L on my bingo card. That's crazy. That is crazy, let me tell you. Oh wow, this gets even worse than I thought. Under the harsh fluorescent lights of a temple workshop, a lone boy worked in a corner. He looked no older than 12, wearing light gray robes over a pale orange tunic with a red sash. Suspended by thick cables from a workshop was a tall metal droid. Unlike typical astromech or diplomacy units, it stood 6 feet tall, a frame of duraplast reinforced with Catorsis plating, gunmetal gray with thick orange cables running throughout its body. The rectangular lens on its faceplate, oddly simple and almost human in design, pulsed with a pink light as a diagnostic sweep ran through its hardware. Broad shoulders supported by a reinforced chest with hydraulic rods built with a coiled cable system capable of ripping steel in half lined its limbs. The arms and legs, unusually thick for a standard droid, gave it weight and presence that made it imposing. Its original hardware rendered it silent and haltingly observant. That's because this was a new U-2 series combat droid manufactured by the Uzumaki Gun Corporation, his mother's family's father's company. The UAC specialized in firearms and multi-purpose droids, and the U-2 was the best droid on the market. Capable bodyguards, peacekeepers, assassins, designed to operate in pairs, they had been purchased by senators across the Republic, and even the Hutts bought them. Yeah, and that would have totally actually caused a massive rolling AU across the entirety of Star Wars.
Yup. What are second order effects? Those don't do anything. What are you talking about?
Those aren't real.
We don't believe in those. You're silly.
Still, it was a staple of Uzumaki arms everywhere. The new gun they also invented, the Viper 189C, which was renowned for never jamming.
So it's an energy weapon, gotcha. Just like all of the weapons in Star Wars, aside from...
It never locked up, broke, or overheated.
Oh, that's a fucking lie. You just didn't fire it enough.
It also had selectable firing modes, single, burst, and automatic, making it ideal for every mission. Unfortunately, the weapon was also a favorite among pirates for centuries. Okay, so this gun has been out for centuries now, and you're really telling me that history itself didn't change because the pirates were more armed with better guns? You know what would have happened if fucking Blackbeard had the Spanish fleet at his beck and call? A lot of shit would have been different.
Look, don't think too hard about it, okay?
No, I will think hard about it because this person's retarded.
Well, stop.
No. The improved gyro will maintain balance equilibrium after being exploded.
I'm sorry, what?
The pink optic brightened briefly at his words before dimming as new data was integrated. The calibration stutter was a safety feature meant to preserve internal components when the droid was knocked off balance. When downed, it would initiate a system check to determine if continuing the fight was viable. So obviously, an improved gyro completely negates this. Because you definitely don't have to check yourself after you just got wrecked by an explosion. Just pretend you're perfectly fine. And then therefore you are. Obviously, duh.
Just walk it
Everyone
off.
knows that.
Come on
yeah,
now.
Just walk it off, duh. If the damage was too severe, the droid would commit Sudoku, designed to keep both itself and its data out of hostile hands. It protected the owner from being tracked and prevented Uzumaki Arms' secured software from ever falling into the hands of hackers. Right, because hackers wouldn't just buy the droid.
You have to make a token effort to make it work.
No, that's illegal. Hackers can't just buy the droid and then hack it. Nobody ever does that. That's illegal.
Yeah, that's committing a crime.
All reverse engineering has always been like hyper-specific heists and robberies throughout all of human history. There's never been someone just buying their competition stuff to reverse engineer it. That's silly.
Haven't you read Atlas Shrugged? That's not allowed, and basically you're not supposed to do that. Capitalism always works.
It's always astounding to me when people make claims like this. It's like, guys, not you knows the story saying that a hacker not once thought, oh, I'll just go buy the droid and crack it open.
It's like, look, I get it, right? I understand why authors don't think of this stuff. It really complicates things when you actually have to make a fleshed out world where people have agency. It's really hard to do that because either you're retarded and don't know how the current world operates, and so you just think that's not how things happen. Or B, you don't want to think about it, so you don't. Or C, you are so uninformed that you don't even know that's a thing beyond, like, Hollywood.
Or D, but that would fuck up my story, so we're just not going to do that.
Yeah, that's it. That's fair. That's true. Yeah. And it's always wild because you can almost always blame some sort of cultural artifact on it, right? Or you can just come up with a material, or like it's almost always, in every case I've ever complained about stuff like this in a story, I'm complaining about it because the solutions are like right there. It's super easy to explain away this weird quirk of your world. And the authors are like, no, instead of explaining it away in an easy and effective manner, I am now going to make everything more retarded. And it's just like, okay, why?
Fuck you, that's why.
Like the fact that Ruby apparently carries around steel plates to replace her steel blades on her scythe.
Right, and completely ignores the weight and mass of those.
I'm sorry. Where are you getting this info from?
When they fought the giant robot.
What are you talking about?
Ruby's scythe took
in
damage.
volume 6 or 7 or something.
Volume 6, yeah.
With the random dwarf who was just doing her job.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The replacing the blades part.
That Ruby carries around spare blades to replace the blades of her scythe.
Oh, yeah.
And it was only relevant for one fight ever, and then was never relevant ever again. And it's just like, why did they put that in? Like they could have gone the entire series without ever implying that the weapons could be damaged. And people would have just gone on ignoring it, because most people did. And except they were like, hey guys, actually, weapons can get damaged. Look, Ruby's weapon is damaged. It's like, what? Huh? Why?
Oh shit, that's a lot of hail.
Oh, are you getting hail now?
Yes.
Should we be expecting that up in the northern
I invented
territories?
hail.
What do you mean you invented hail?
Might.
He's Saxon hail, don't you know?
Listen. All I'm saying is that, if Al Gore invented the internet, I invented hail.
That's fair. I invented breathing.
Is that why it's so shit?
Yeah. I thought, how can I make this worse?
I knew it.
As all devs do.
Of course.
I mean, you did that pretty well then.
So anyway, Naruto Uzumaki starts talking to all of the droids that he, as a child, has personally invented for the Uzumaki Droid Manufacturing Company. Because he's a child genius blessed by the Force. Also, the Force is female.
Force.
And horny.
I'll think about that one.
For Naruto.
The Force is going to be QB, isn't it? It's going to be Fem QB.
Yeah, it's going to be some sort of thing like that, yeah, probably. Yeah, so let's see here. Yeah, there's still ninjas. Mace Windu also just showed up. Also, he's best friends with Yoda.
Ah, yes, of course.
Mace Windu is, or Naruto is?
Naruto.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Naruto is best friends with who?
And then a Sith tried to assassinate Naruto. Yep. That's just, yeah.
Just showing up out of nowhere, is he?
Yeah, you know how it goes. ChatGPT invents the Sith, you fight the Sith disappears the next chapter.
Also, I'd like to say I appreciate Steam technically recognizing my interests by pointing out to me that the Apex Gundam crossover is happening. Yeah. However, it proves that algorithms don't know what taste is, because it's recommending the Apex Legends Gundam event.
Yeah. Yeah. Destiny
I'm
from
still
across
not
the
touching
galaxy.
your crappy game, so.
I don't care who Apex sends. I'm not playing your fucking game.
Listen, it didn't work for Destiny, and it's sure not working for Apex. I've played some Apex.
No, it definitely worked on you with Destiny.
No, it didn't.
You played a fuck ton of Destiny 2.
Yeah, but I haven't touched it in a long time, and the Star Wars event didn't get me back in.
Fair enough, then.
There was a Star Wars event with Destiny?
Yep.
Oh, they had a whole series of... and in fairness, the costumes were actually pretty decent. The costumes were actually pretty decent.
I'm sorry, gotcha?
The costumes.
Oh, costumes. I was about to say,
No, like the costumes that they did for it, I was like, you know what? These are actually pretty good. They're not bad. Now I will admit, the Destiny 2 Mecha event did come along at a time when I had mostly dipped out of Destiny 2, but I did slide back in to pick up the Gundam armor. Listen, they gave me a sniper rifle that plays the beam rifle sound when I shoot it. I'm a simple man. If I have the option to hear the beam rifle sound when I get headshots in multiplayer, I'll take it.
That's pretty good.
At that point, they should have just made a fucking beam rifle. I mean, it's not like they can't.
Oh, to be clear, it's an energy weapon, and it fires a pink bullet. Like...
It should fire a pink beam, is what I'm saying.
The sniper rounds in Destiny do kind of look like beam. They basically, they went as close to crossing the line of legally distinct as they could probably get away with.
Well, no, I mean, it's a crossover event. They've got the license to have the crossover event, therefore, there's no line to cross, right?
No, I don't know if they actually had a license.
Yeah, I can't imagine them paying for that.
Surely
Gundam paying for things.
Anyway, so actually, I just got reminded by someone posting a meme about something that was not mildly even funny at all. So a new place opened up near me that sells donuts. And they suck.
I was about to ask, are they good donuts?
They charge $3 a fucking donut and don't even give you a discount if you buy 12.
Fucking what?
$3 a donut? Dude, Dunkin' Donuts doesn't even fucking cost that much.
Dunkin' Donuts are manufactured out of plastic scrap. Do not give me that bullshit.
I'm saying they don't charge $3 for a fucking donut. Even though they're...
The only donut that I'm willing to pay $3 a donut for is from Weber Bakery in Chicago, because that place has been in business since, like, the early 90s.
Okay, first off, you're wrong. Second off, there is a place...
No, they make a good fucking donut.
...down in Florida called the Donut Factory. And their donuts are cocaine. And it costs you $15 for 2 of the most delicious bagel, egg, and cheese sandwiches with your pick of meat and 12 donuts.
Okay, but how good's the donut?
Some of the best jelly donuts I've ever had in existence.
Fair. Also, just to be clear, the bakery started in 1930, so it's been in business for 96 years.
Based. But anyway, so point being is they're very cheap donuts, and they were very good donuts, and they only make 2 batches a day total. So if you don't get there in time, they're gone. Yeah. They sell out every single day, though, by like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that makes sense.
But point being though, very cheap, great. But anyway, so these donuts fucking sucked. Okay, so when I say sucked, what I really mean is they were meh. They were a 6 out of 10 donut. They weren't a 5 out of 10 donut, so that's the median donut, right? They were not bad donuts. They were just meh. They didn't have an aftertaste, but they didn't have a, mid taste. The sugar on it was okay at best. The fluffiness on it was all right. The donut itself had no fucking crunch. They did not fry the donut.
I mean, a donut doesn't necessarily need a crunch to it.
Good donuts have crunch to it.
No.
A good donut has a little bit of a crispy crunch on the edge, yeah. On the outside.
It's entirely dependent on the donut, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, different donuts for different types.
Oh, sure. Like, you don't fry the jelly donut entirely, but like...
Well, no. I mean, no, Sneaky, there's different donut recipes. You've got your thinner, lighter, fluffier donuts that go better crispier. Then you got your thicker, chunkier, doughier donuts that you want those soft, not crunchy.
No, excuse you. Vermont does the best donut possible universally, which is their apple cider donuts, which they fucking fry that shit, and that's the fluffiest thing you could ever eat. And both Atten and Nose were there.
Yeah, no, there's some really good donuts out there. I was saying I'm surprised they charge that much for a donut. No, Dunkin' Donuts doesn't do that much because Dunkin' Donuts donuts are ass.
Yeah, well, yeah, but they're
still
ass, but they're
overcharge for
cheap.
that shit.
Yeah, okay, sure. They overcharge for cheap donuts, but they're still cheap. But yeah, like the donuts were just massively overpriced. They were 6 out of 10 donuts at best. There was no terrible quality to them.
But they were vastly overcharging for what it was.
Well, I honestly, even if they were charging 50 cents for each donut, I still wouldn't buy them.
Yeah, fair.
They were just mid donuts. Like, there was nothing good about the donut. It was just, in every category, I mean, it existed. I ate it. It wasn't terrible. It was just, We got a smorgasbord of them. The creams and the coatings and the chocolates, and they were all just not the real. Like, there was a banana one that didn't use real banana. There was a cream one that didn't use real cream. But the banana and the cream, they weren't bad. They weren't terrible fake flavors. They were like, You're not going to spit it out, but also at the same time, you're not exactly going to be going, I'm going to eat one more.
Yeah.
This sounds like some fucking yuppie place that sells that all natural, no...
It was a yuppie place!
Do they sell fancy coffee?
Yes, they did!
Well, then that's the draw. They're selling the fancy coffee, not the donuts.
I think
the coffee was shit, too.
I think I'll just stick to
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, Krispy Kreme is just better, yeah. Please read the YouTube chat? What do you mean, please read the YouTube chat? What? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, my bad, dude.
He's trying to farm engagement, and
he farmed engagement.
He keeps forgetting the best place to do that is unironically the Discord chat for the stream.
Well, okay, look. See, no, the real problem is I expanded the size of my Discord window because normally I have the YouTube chat in the corner so I can see if people post. But I recently was trying to fuck around with my Discord window a little bit, and I expanded it larger than the edge I normally give the YouTube chat so I can see it. So that's my bad. Blake Belladonna is the type of girl who, despite being in an academy training to kill monsters, the largest problem in her life is that half of the romance section is a human girl taming a faunus. She's into that.
I have a lot of questions.
Vader is Taylor Hebert's rival for taking care of children championship. No, Vader's got her beat. Sneaky, don't you know that villains don't act until the plot needs them to create tension, and they go into limbo between those moments? I mean, yeah, fair, but again, it's not great world building. I need to calculate how several Fae who canonically do stuff like deduct someone exists by determining what they would do, react to events and plot. This dude, knock-on effects don't exist. Yeah, I mean, like, look, I understand not writing, like, second-order effects, triple-order effects, you know, like, massive ripples every single time something fucking changes in your world. Even if this is, like, a normal world. You know, even if this is, like, your OG original story. But it's, like, at minimum, you know, if you say that a company invented the perfect assassination droid, and that it's been operating for hundreds of years, and it's spread across the entire world, and everyone owns these perfect assassination droids, I expect that to have changed things.
Yeah, I would say if everyone has the perfect assassination droid, someone absolutely invented the perfect anti-assassin droid, like the perfect protection droid.
Well, see, the problem with that is, right, is that much like the IRA said to Theresa May, you have to get lucky every time. They have to get lucky once.
Yes.
So, it would definitely change things if there was, like, some sort of instant kill spell that you could definitely... If you got it off, you killed them. And it was just a case of you needing to fulfill the requirements of getting it off, then cultures would change around that. They just would. They would be affected by that. Like, you wouldn't have... You know, if the requirements to get the kill spell off was direct line of sight, then the billionaire evil capitalist who's going to be your first antagonist of the story isn't going to be walking down the street kicking puppies.
I would say they're going to be in their armored vehicle with bulletproof, fully reflective windows, yada blah blah.
Right. So it's like if you make things... I'm not saying you need to have all these constant ripples back and forth, because I'm going to be honest, we don't fucking know half of the reasons why half of the shit in real life happened. And a lot of the times when we do find out the reasons, it's like, we finally found the notes to this ancient general's reasons as to why he joined the war. Why did he join the war? Journal entry. I saw a pretty girl today, and she said she would only marry me if I killed 100 men. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna go kill 100 men. It's like, oh.
Chat, you don't understand. She was very attractive.
Okay. So, I guess.
I have met the love of my life. The star of my road. Next journal entry. So my old general fucked my wife, so I'm killing him now.
Yeah, effectively, right? Oh, or, you know, like the, was it the Yellow Turban Rebellion? Where this one guy was like, oh shit, the government's collapsing. If I bring these prisoners, I'm probably gonna get shot. If I encounter this other army, I'm probably gonna get shot too. So I'm just gonna, like, free the prisoners and join them, and then he accidentally ends up emperor.
Yeah.
Best decision of his life, I guess.
And the guy's just like, I didn't think this was going to happen. I just didn't want to die.
I didn't think I'd make it this far.
And
but
like,
I did.
Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just talking out of my ass for this. It was like the reason why he ended up emperor was because the prisoners he was delivering were supposed to be used as troops, but because they didn't show up, the army left late or something. And so because they left late, like, it was this whole knockdown series of crazy fucking events that ended up with everyone dead and him being seen as a hero for freeing the prisoners. And they're all, you know, chanting his name and cheering and, you know, throwing him in the air. And he's just like, I just didn't want to die.
All I requested was not to die.
Yeah, so it's just like, some things are really wild, and you will just never, like, if you try to write that in a story, people just wouldn't believe you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I at least want to see some level of knockdown. Like, I think Aragon did a pretty good job with that, Oh, we killed all the Dragon Riders. Okay. The Dragon Riders were also the peacekeeping force for the continent. Okay, so what happened after that? There was a shitload of bandits. It's like, oh.
We thought about stopping
fair
that?
enough.
Yeah, we tried
fair
that.
enough. Chinese magicians in Harry Potter. The West is stupid. Over here, cutting someone's soul and putting that piece into an object is one of the greatest torturers we can inflict. True. Yes. True.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Magic going, oh, there's more Chinese wizards over there. We should go talk to them. They do fucking what?
We must sell them magical opium. Anyway, so let's see what else we got going on here. We got Star Wars Destiny crossover. After the events of Renegade, the player Guardian is pulled into a rift and ends up in Star Wars. And they must now find their way back to the Sol system.
Good luck with that.
Galaxy far, far away. What part did you not get about that one?
The far, far away part.
Do not contact me about errors. I will correct them later. Amazing. Bro is too OP for Star Wars. Yeah, a Destiny character would be decently OP for Star Wars. Paracausal, can resurrect.
Oh, yeah, no, like...
Maybe not as overpowered as Superman and My Hero, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
like, listen. Leaving aside the fact that they'd be capable of killing a lot of things that you otherwise couldn't.
Yeah.
In Star Wars.
Yeah.
They're invincible.
Well, sort of.
Okay. It's going to take a lot of doing. It's going to take a lot of doing to kill a Guardian.
I don't know. Kate went down like a bitch.
That was the authors.
The fuck did you say to me?
That was the authors being absolute fucking hacks, which A, you know, and B, they actually had a Guardian with them, and they were explicitly training how to murder the Guardian, and they specifically built a rifle to kill ghosts.
I mean, yeah, with stolen light or some shit, right?
Yeah, like there's a lot that goes into you being able to kill a ghost.
Yeah, that's true.
There's quite a lot that goes into it.
But still, it's kind of like, how to put it? How to put it? Hacky. I just thought it was like it's just a massive bitch move of, oh, we're going to invent a weapon that wasn't possible before, specifically to kill a guy who shouldn't have been able to be killed in the way he was killed, and we're going to contrive a bunch of events to occur to allow this to happen.
Oh, no question. Absolutely no question about that. Like, I had a lot of problems with it. Like, don't get me wrong. I had a whole lot of problems with when they killed my boy Cade. But, you know, they did, and they did at least make it like, they're like, all right, listen, there's like 70 hoops they jumped through to kill this man. All right, I still hate you, but all right, fine.
Yeah, yeah.
We need to throw out the clowns. You guys are having too much fun.
Yeah, that's kind of how they handled it, I suppose. But yeah, so, you know, not much is paracausal affecting in Star Wars. Truth be told.
Like, now, like, let's be clear.
Yeah.
The Force is absolutely going to let you kill a Guardian, by which I mean pop them. But you're not, like, keeping them down.
Well, see, here's the real problem when it comes to Destiny crossovers and Doom crossovers. So, in Doom, canonically, Doom canon, right, as it is right now, Doom canon, the armor, so the best way to put it is canonical Doom is you beating Doom on the hardest difficulty, 0 hits, no damage run.
Yeah.
That's canon Doom as far as Doom is concerned.
I would say
and
it's,
on top
it's not
of that,
like Halo, where canon difficulty is heroic.
Yeah, and then on top of all of that, the armor of the Doomslayer is absurd. Because it can't be damaged. His armor in canon cannot be damaged. Period. Not cannot be damaged, but no known substance, material, or attack has ever damaged the armor. So, take from that what you will. Doomslayer also moves as fast as he can react, and how fast can he react? He can react as fast as he wants. That's canon. On top of that, other such canon things for Doomslayer is that the imp, the imps shoot, the little basic bitch guys, they're hotter than the core of the sun.
I'm gonna be honest. A lot of Doom's lore is the same type of lore you would see in fucking Warhammer.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, oh yeah, it's X, totally.
But, I mean, the difference is that Doomslayer stays consistent with that scaling.
Yeah.
Like, there's a good reason that people are starting to have started to recognize Doomslayer over the last few years. Like, oh, he actually breaks the power scaling. Because of
core
how
of the
much
sun
bullshit they push him through.
Yep. Also,
like,
he's
it's not
paracausal.
It's not a question of can he beat X character or X universe. It's how long will it take?
Yeah.
Well, like, he already has. Now, how did he get there?
What do you... Huh?
He's gonna win. Period.
Oh,
All you're doing is telling the story of how he gets there.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, right? And it's kind of just like the Doomslayer is absurd, and you can't kill him either. He is literally like the reset button of reality.
Literally too angry to die.
Well, I mean, according to new lore, he's basically the opposite of the devil himself, which is whack.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, either way, that's another one of those things where people look at the game of Doom and try and incorporate game mechanics in, and it's like, no, you don't understand. The Doomslayer just punches things so hard ammo falls out. That ammo didn't exist before. It does now. Why? Fuck you. It's like,
well,
okay.
the game also literally nerfs him because technically, if the Doomslayer wants to, he moves at light speed.
Yes.
If not faster.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The game massively nerfs him and nerfs the canon lore. Other shit in canon, like the ×4 brutal damage rage berserk mode orbs.
Quad damage.
Yeah, quad damage. And the berserk orb. Both of those things are supposed to be congealed emotions of tens of thousands of years of suffering of all the souls in hell. And Doomslayer uses them as a temporary power-up.
Remember, technically, my house is also canon.
Huh?
MyHouse.wad. Have you heard of MyHouse.wad?
No.
When the fuck did that become canon?
Every Doom wad is canon?
What?
Every Doom wad is canon, from my understanding.
Yeah, only the published ones?
No, I remember reading in an interview that they said, like, yeah, technically all the wads are canon.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they weren't referring to the funny, jokey spin-off ones.
I don't know if a recreation of House of Leaves and Doom is a jokey one.
The surface of the sun is 1,000 degrees, but the core is like millions? Yes. The fucking fireballs the imps toss are like millions of degrees. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, that's like Warhammer writing, where it's just like, this plasma ball does the amount of damage that someone could get hit by the sun, and they would say it is easier. Oh, also, how much damage does it do? Oh, it does 2.
To be clear, demons aren't supposed to be killable. Like, that's another canon thing, is demons aren't supposed to be killable. That's why they overwhelm any universe they connect to, is because you can't kill them. Doomslayer can kill them.
Permanently.
Permanently.
He's
yes.
just that good.
Remember, they had to rebuild the Icon of Sin 2 times?
2 times.
Technically 3 times.
And he kept destroying the new one that was supposed to be bigger and better and badder than the previous one.
Yes. Yep.
And he did it without the giant mecha robot that apparently they had strolling around back in ye olden days of their time.
Yeah, they just do it for he just does it for the love of the game. He doesn't actually need the Argent sword. He doesn't actually need the giant death robot. He just does it for fun.
What's the meme again? I keep building icon. There's this weird guy who keeps breaking my icons of sin, so I keep building new ones. And then I was talking to my friend, and he said, it sounds like you're just feeding icons of sin to the Doomslayer. Anyway, so now my friend's crying in the corner.
So now my imps are crying in the corner. But yeah, no, like quite literally, and so that's the other thing, right? Is that hell in Doom is supposed to be infinite, literally never ending. Doomslayer has killed every demon in hell 3 times. Because when he finishes killing every demon in reality, reality restarts. And he's done that 3 times now, canonically.
Well, that's good for him.
Yeah. Doom is one of the seriouser fanfics I'm okay with, so long as the vibe is respectful of Doomslayer. I can tolerate some nerfing. As long as he's being a murder hobo with a mission, I can enjoy the Doomfic. Yeah, absolutely. But like that's the like Destiny is the same problem, and this is what I was leading into. So Destiny is the exact same problem. Is people look at how Destiny Guardians fight in game of, oh wow, they shot a blue orb at someone and it exploded and killed them. It's like, yeah, but if you read the canon on that blue orb or purple orb they shot at them, that is the simulated recreation of the collapse of a neutron star being consumed into a black hole that they just fired at them. Them being called a supernova isn't wordplay. They are firing a localized recreation of a supernova. That's canon.
All right. Cool.
And the warlocks that use void are able to cut things on an anatomical scale.
Meanwhile, in game they're forced to well every 5 seconds.
Right. But
silence wellbots.
They throw black holes as their grenades. Fucking hunters channel the sun into their gun, and their belief in the final bullet is so strong it can kill gods.
And if the case that's not enough, they have a funny helmet.
The invective shotgun breaks thermodynamics. Yeah, if you actually read the lore on the shit that Guardians do, it's just as bullshit as the Doomslayer. Well, I mean, a little bit less bullshit than the Doomslayer, but still just as bullshit as the Doomslayer in terms of sheer absurdity of just how hard they casually power scale literally every other series. And then I constantly see Guardians in Guardian fanfiction of just them being chumps. Them being silly little goobers.
Listen, as weird as it was, I think probably the best story for that was it was a Lord of the Rings Destiny crossover where they send in a warlock and they're like, no. This is a warlock who's been through it all. Right? They helped fight Crota, they made a fancy sword, and they specifically picked a warlock because they're like, listen, I want to use someone whose whole vibe is understanding the light and magic, so that when they get to the stuff that's going on in Lord of the Rings, which is, a very, how shall I say this, paracausal adjacent in terms of Bungie lore, right?
Right.
He understands what's going right. When he sees the One Ring, he's like, oh, that is an immensely evil, corrupting artifact.
Right.
That will make you evil.
Right.
He sees the ring and goes, wow, that is really well made and awful. We need to throw it into, we need to destroy it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and then the other thing, it's just fucking, oh god, yeah, everything's on the Kardashev scale. Everything is just completely crazy scaled. It's just absolutely insane how scaled Destiny is compared to other shit, and then how people write it is just oh, there's silly goobers and they shoot things. They literally killed a god, canonically. They killed a god, canonically. Not a big surprise, it happens frequently. But what doesn't happen frequently is the god of murder was like, holy shit, you guys are so good at murder, I'm going to turn myself into a gun and ask you to use me to kill things because I could never murder things better than you.
I could really use a hand with that, actually, guys.
You are so good at murder that I, god of murder, could never be better at murder than you could be. So I'm going to make myself a gun so you can kill more things. That's canon.
In fact, I would really appreciate it if you used me to go kill some other gods.
Also, it's just hey, yeah, those are wish dragons. Yeah, that looks like a really cool head ornament. Oh, bearer mine, what do you wish for? I wish for a head ornament that would shut the fuck up.
Oh, listen. As dumb as it is, some of my favorite lore in Destiny 2 absolutely comes from the plated Amhakara bones, just because. Listen, that is far and away the funniest thing that hunters have. Plating Ahamkara bones in silver is known to quiet the auditory hallucinations. Oh, bearer my... Listen here, you!
What is your wish? I wish for armed guards that would stop fucking asking what I wish for.
But I only want to help you. Shut up.
You can help me by shutting up. Why are you yelling at your hands? Shut up.
Because my hands are sassing me.
The fucking scene of the elf picking up one of the Guardian's swords that was crafted from a hive sword and feeling the weight of literal billions of years of history. Yes. Atten, how did you quote that exactly? Well, he's Atten. There is two things he is, three things there he is.
You okay? You good?
How insulted am I?
There's at least 4 things that he is obnoxiously obsessive over.
Fuck you two.
Hey, that's a good thing. You know, you're the comic loader Star Wars Gundam guy.
And Battletech.
Big robot. Titans are the only class to not try to wear dragon bones. Well, see, that's because Titans looked at the dragon bones and said, man, that would make a great hammer, and the hammer started screaming, and then they started screaming, and then the hammer disappeared.
Also, yeah, if you're wondering why could I quote that exactly, because I said it's a great line.
But anyway.
It's also not particularly long.
Yeah, it is very annoying. Like, Elder Scrolls is another one of those that's very subtle in how insane its power scaling really is.
Is it subtle?
Yes. Considering that the only people that even know about the power scaling in Elder Scrolls call it Elder Scrolls and not Skyrim. And all of those people are over the age of 30.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. I was more going to say I'm not sure it's subtle considering the writer literally nearly OD'd on shrooms when he did it.
Yeah, well, you know, unfortunately, people only know Elder Scrolls for Skyrim, and Skyrim has very, very, very poor power scaling showing in it. Hold on, I'm 29, motherfucker. Bro, you cannot sit here in my autism chat and say, I alone am the exception. Because we told you!
We literally told you.
Yeah.
And also at this time, people who are in niche parts of the internet, or also not niche parts of the internet, have seen Dagoth and then some people who saw that were like, oh, let me look up this. What the fuck did Kirkbride do? I'm sorry?
Okay, hey, first off, that's hilarious. I want to start off by saying that's hilarious, and that the fact that that's basically a quote of what I said. What's your wish? My wish is for my gauntlets to shut the fuck up.
You Titans. Gotta love it.
You're gonna sit there and be cool armor. Post my departure from the game. Yeah, also, yeah, that's true. That's year 7. Year 7, Destiny 2 came out in what, 2014?
God, why you gotta do me like that?
2017.
I was gonna say Destiny was 2014-ish. And there was actually like some amount of time between Destiny and Destiny
was precisely the middle of 2014.
Yeah, people were super hyped about it because Bungie was out of Microsoft's stranglehold and their first new game in a long time.
And everyone was like, "Oh, it'll be really good. It'll be like Halo," and then it was not.
Yeah.
The worst part was the open network test, and everyone came away like, they can turn this around, right? Like, this is just a demo, basically. Only to find out that the open network test had a lot more content in it of the final game than people realized.
Yeah.
It's because people were hopeful in the year 2014.
September 6, 2017. Wait, so 7 years after 2017, that would be 2024. 2017 was 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how time works.
Borderlands 4 only came out less than a year ago? Not even a year ago. Borderlands 4 came out 6 months ago?
Yeah, I got my time out of it. I enjoyed it.
Huh?
Did you?
Yeah, I did enjoy it. I actually enjoyed it in my first playthrough. I'm not doing another one, but I enjoyed it.
When I build my new computer, I'll play Borderlands 4 finally, but the optimization on it was just so fucking bad.
Oh yeah, no, the optimization on first like couple weeks was garbage. I did not play the first weeks because I'm like, all right, time to wait for this to get fixed. And then they eventually fixed it, even though Randy was being an ass on Twitter like he normally
Were
is.
the villains of Borderlands 4 good? They were better than Borderlands 3.
That's not a big step. I would say that I was gonna say let's not use that as a qualifier. I will say that they have nearly hit the point of Handsome Jack, but they have not hit it.
That's a bold claim, sir.
All right, fine. It's they've reached near. I'm trying to think of what's a good analogy. You know, there really isn't one. Come to think of it, I will say that it's definitely better than 3. It's definitely better than 3 in the pre-sequel. That is my one thing that I will say. It's better than 3 in a pre-sequel in terms of villains. Certainly has a lot more aura, and for some reason, Sisyphus Prime is there.
What? Wait.
And Sisyphus Prime is there.
Hold on, I'm just trying to mentally review that.
I don't see what the problem is. Sisyphus Prime is there.
Okay.
So, actually, I will say this about Borderlands 4. Regardless of anything else, the movement is really fucking good.
It's pretty good, yeah. They make you run a bit too much in the early game before you get the vehicle, I will say.
Well, here's the thing. You can still do a lot of, like, movement. You can do a lot of movement shit before you get the vehicle.
Yes, but the writing was also very...
Yeah, 4's story writing in the beginning is a little whack. But at the same time, I prefer that to some of the other writing that's been done.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Yes, that's true. Those are words that are correctly spoken. I suppose.
You suppose?
I suppose.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what do you want me to say, dude? I tried playing the first opening area, and I mean, not only was it horrifically laggy, but like the jokes were just really not funny. I think I laughed at like one joke in the entire opening prologue and first act.
That is your opinion, and you're entitled to it.
I am. You're right.
Who's got opinions?
Me.
Unfortunately, Sneaky
All
has
right,
opinions.
the sky's blue. Are we done saying obvious things?
No, we're still saying them.
Apparently not. But, yeah. So, anyway. One day ago from our Destiny the game. What is one thing you think would have helped Destiny 2 to stopping the huge decline in players? Top comment. Bungie giving a fuck, Lamau.
True and real.
Not wrong.
Not wrong. Very true. Big real.
Very correct.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Star Wars twisted by Infinity Dragon.
Oh, no.
Cable did not exist 5 hours ago. Yet, he was Cable. A man in a universe not his own. A man trapped in a game that was not a game. A setting.
You know, for a second I thought we were going to be talking about Cable from X-Men, and I was like, you know what? That's fair. Cable's dealt with a lot of nonsense.
I think this is Cable from X-Men. A setting both familiar and alien, one he recognizes from media. Star Wars. Only it's not Star Wars after all.
Do they have...
Things have changed. There are changes. Too many changes. More changes are coming. Caused by him. He's coming. And everything is dark. Slavery. Rape. Dark, 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 dark gray protagonist. Featuring Star Wars, Mass Effect, and other properties. Mass crossover. I'm going to go ahead and give this the edgy, so if anyone wants to fill out edgy, you can go ahead and fill out edgy. And you can also fill out cross-post. You can find more of this story on Subscribestar under Kaja Wilder. It's posted up to chapter 20 there. You can also find me on my Discord under Wild Erotica. I don't like that.
I dislike that.
If you prefer direct links, you need to go to my Discord because I can't put direct links on fanfiction.net. All of my fics are well ahead of what I post here, off the 10 to 30 chapters. I'm going to be unsurprised if we scroll down and it's chat fucking GPT. You can also buy my original story on Amazon.com. All right, Mr. Tajo Wilder. I grew up as an avid reader and I read cereal or shampoo bottles and textbooks. If there was words, I read them. I devoured it like I needed to live. I have been designing worlds, building characters, and creating stories for as far and long as I can remember. I started writing when I was nearly 12 years old and discovered tabletop and video games, which helped give my creativity form and color imagination. I bring that experience of immersive storytelling, riveting character development, and captivating drama to every story I write. You will find no porn without plot here. Everything I write is both tantalizing and plot-filled. You will be titillated, tantalized, teased, enthralled, and subsumed until satisfaction when reading my stories.
All right, then.
Indeed. And the picture they chose for their profile is their screenwriter name, Kaja Wilder, and a blatant picture of someone that is not them, that is clearly a woman. All books by Kaja Wilder.
Uh-huh.
You having a giggle there, mate?
Oh boy, I'd love to see what the author did, but unfortunately, I'm getting a L'Oreal ad.
You don't have an ad blocker on?
It's Twitch, my brother.
Twitch's player requires a lot more effort than normal to block the ads. It can be done. It's just a question of, do you feel like doing it?
And most of the time I don't. But okay, wow, let's see this. Sneaky, can I see that author profile picture again? Oh boy, there's some real AI generated art on some of these covers, that's for sure.
Yeah, there is something special. There is definitely something special going on there. God, that is that's something else, I'm gonna be real. That is damn. Okay. Do we want to? Do we want to
what?
do we want to click on these?
No, but I have a feeling that you're going to do it anyway.
We should probably look at one. Just to, you know, how bad could it be? He said, knowing exactly how bad it could be.
Yeah, that's true and fair. So we have Daddy's Little Secret, which involves a young girl ensign. We have Hypnogaze 5, Hypnophone 15, featuring a black British police officer. We have Long John Silver, Stud for Hire 2, Dick Too Long. Hypnogaze 4, Hypnophone 14.
Oh my god. This is
Hypnogaze 3, Hypnophone 13. Hypnogaze 2, Hypnophone 12. And Hypnogaze 1, Hypnophone 11. And then we have Hypnophone Part 4, Erotic Dreamers, The Babysitter Dream, The Doctor Sitter, Free Use Manor 3, Monster Night 2, Free Use Manor 1 and 2, the Hypnophone Box Set, Lockdown Taboos 1 and 2, Monster Night Season 1, Heaven's Gate, Monster Knight Rilford Blues, a monster breeding tale.
I hate everything you say, author.
Now, here's the real fascinating one about this one. This one's got some bad reviews on it.
You
a
don't
one-star
say.
review. Can we see the one-star review? I can only see the one-star review if I sign in. I feel like that's not okay.
Sounds about right. Yeah, they started locking off the ability to actually go through reviews if you're not logged in. So like you can see the handful of recent reviews, but actually digging through them requires an account now. Something metrics, I'm sure.
Oh, probably, yeah. Despite the short length, the character manages to penetrate depths of emotion that are beyond sexy. It feels like an introduction to a setting, getting you familiar with the customs and peculiarities of the world. I wish it was longer. That's what she said. The Dr. Dreamer 4, Erotic Dreamer 3. The Sugar Angel Club Sugar Angel 2. Why does Hypnophone Part 1 have 23 fucking reviews?
I mean, you know why.
Oh, wow. Plot. A smart adopted son in college and his sister are staying home. The sister has two really sexy friends, and they tease the son, and he's turned on by the sisters. Yes, he fucks them all, but it's okay because it's only half incest. This book is a starter book that just gets started on the hypnosis that happens in this series, with more hypnosis promised in future books.
Death.
Perish.
Honestly, Sign, you could write better stories.
Oh, Sign's been gone for like half an hour.
Oh, good. Then he didn't hear me compliment him.
You know you can't do that. You could give him a big head if he ever hears about it.
Which is why I didn't do it. And now he'll never know, and no one will tell him.
Yeah, I would say it's not like he listens to the VODs, so.
Yeah, exactly. Silence, you Skaven.
Brett.
Flush with excitements of the previous day, OC begins to experiment further with the power of the hypnosis app on his phone that his adoptive sister, so it's definitely not incest, guys, fell victim to. With his parents gone for
fell victim to is a funny way of saying I subjected
dosed
them
her.
To it.
Yes, yeah, it's a very funny way of saying I dosed her. With their parents gone for an entire month on the other side of the world and no chance of them showing up, and her own friends not expecting her to hang out for a couple more days. What's a college freshman to do but force his adoptive sister to give himself a blowjob?
I don't know. Not that.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Joel has a very strange imagination for an 18-year-old wanting to fuck his adoptive sister. Yeah, that's a bit much for me. And yet you still read the entire story and gave it a 3-star. Wow.
I hated most of reading that, honestly.
It's honestly insane. So someone actually explained to me recently what Amazon does for Kindle Unlimited in terms of paying authors. They pay you by page read.
Oh, and yeah.
So if someone rereads your story, they pay you again. And they pay you every single time someone reads a page of your story.
That sounds like it could be abused very easily.
Well, as you can see from this guy, he's put out in the past 5 years over 30 books, all on Kindle Unlimited, which, yeah, is being blatantly abused. Because, I mean, all you gotta do is get people to read your story, and if your story's porn and it's short, then people are probably gonna flick through it to flick, you know? They're gonna come back to them constantly because the chapters are free. Air quotes.
Air quotes.
Bro's got an X. Bro's posting on X. Bro has not posted on X. He has just posted that he just has an X account, but he's never posted on it. Interesting. Do we have a Kaja Wilder subscribe star? Yes, we do. Okay, I'm gonna move this over here.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm gonna need to make myself older. Trust me, bro. I'm definitely 18. Here I am showing how 18 I am by scrolling past 2006.
We need to kill this man.
Okay, so we do have a Kaja Wilder here. He writes adult fiction, and yeah, he's just using blatant AI-generated porn of women for his banner. Wow. Those are subscription tiers. Damn. The $3 tier is called Innocent. You will have access to all of my story content within a 1-week delay after the higher tiers get access to it. $5 gets you Explorer, which gets you full content with no delay, and unlocks access to the Safe for Work Thirst Days, no nudes, often risque art. Art generated by me, or stuff I find on the internet. You're gonna pay $5 to get into a Discord channel that is just him generating art or other art he's found on the internet. You are paying $5 to access his shitpost channel. Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit. 75 subscribers, by the way. 17 people subscribe to Innocent. 75 people subscribe to Explorer. 75 people are paying for a shitpost channel. Then we have $10, which gets you the blooded rank. Great supporter, allowing me to write as a full-time profession. This is factually false, considering he's being paid only $700 a month in total. Unlocking the NSFW AI-generated art channel for you. 41 people bought that. The Wild One is the $15 tier. Which, by the way, I want to be clear, all of the tiers are AI-generated porn of women who are naked.
That's not even... Where's the story?
The Wild One. all content unlocks for you, but also if you pay me $15 a month, your self-insert cameo will happen once per month in an existing story of your choice. But I will.
You want to know what everyone who's reading this guy's stories and paying for this shit? You want to know what you should do instead with that $10? Anything else?
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Anything else? If you really want to jack off, just go buy one of those like RPG Maker porn games.
I'm
sure that's better for
free
you.
Out there, like there's a lot of porn for free out there.
Well, yes, I'm just saying if you have to spend the money, fucking just go buy an RPG porn game.
I guess,
fuck you.
Yeah. So only 5 people bought that. And then we get the $30 tier, which is Fallen Angel tier. All previous rewards, but you also unlock a poll and the explicit Thursdays channel, where I generate sex. Finally, one story of your choice per month I will write, and I will extend a planned chapter and additional scene as well.
I need that picture. I need the person with the fucking like the vial. It's just holding up as a sign. Just finally sex _
sex.
Bottom
then
text.
There's the $50 tier, the Archangel of Lust.
What is wrong with you people?
Many things.
2 people have purchased this one. Unlocks a monthly commission at a discounted price.
Hey, wait. I get to pay you money for the privilege of paying you less money?
Yeah. Yeah. $50 to get a discount on your fucking commissions. What's the fucking commission that $50 generates a discount for? Jesus Christ. Also, a discount on a commission, that is insane. Like, you are implying that the $50 tier is worth it because you can get a discount commission, which means you would have to be commissioning him every single month to make that discount valued.
Now, in fairness, some of these people might very well be doing that.
Please, Adam, I want to keep sanity.
You're the one who makes
No. You started this podcast. The second you got this podcast, you gave that up.
I mean, fair. Ideal for a long-running story you might have. In any fandom I can comfortably write in, I'll write 5 to 10 pages per month for. Please message me before subscribing so I can confirm I will write your story.
Alright, I mean...
And then we have the $100 tier. Goddess of Desire. Limit 1 person. Limit reached.
Why do you gotta say that like it's fucking...
Halo?
So, I was gonna say, yeah. That's like the Halo Mongoose race line. Checkpoint reached.
1
limit
out of
reached. Is what it is.
You've run out of it is what it is. Give up hope.
Bleed out spot reached.
Bleed out spot reached. Shut up. Shut up. Shut your fucking mouth.
Virginity capture.
You don't seem to appreciate such sentiments.
Nope.
Wow! Just wow! Putting words into a sentence is hard for you. Unlocks the double discounted commission.
POV, you do not pay for a subscription.
POV, you paid $100 for a double discount on your porn.
Porn discounted. Dark Souls love.
Porn discounted!
I was gonna say porn discounted. It's like the fucking Dark Souls enemy defeated.
No, it should be smut received.
Smut received. Shut up.
Smut captured. Smut lost. Smut captured.
Smut.
Average.
No, wait, Sneaky. Smut. Paid for?
Smut. Reset.
Oh, God.
We are fucking so mature, by the way. We are so mature.
These posts will be alternating Saturdays from my D&D games. Yeah, I know you're paying me $100, but I gotta play D&D, guys.
You know what? I respect the desire to continue playing Dungeons and Dragons. I'm gonna be real.
I mean, he's being paid $100.
Look, so, do you know how hard it is to get a D&D group together after you turn 30?
Yes, I am very much aware. Thank you very much. These posts will be subject to D&D. By and large, I will write you 2 chapters a month, maybe less. PM me before you subscribe to this tier. I cannot refund your subscription if you subscribe. Man, bro really is just horny posting on main.
Is there really horny posting on main if that's your whole account?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. If anything, it makes it more horny posting on main than not.
It's only horny posting on main.
That's your existence.
I'm gonna be honest. That's just fucking crazy. Is it weird that we've somehow gotten lower than OnlyFans and Twitch subs?
I beg your pardon.
I mean, that's fair. And that, honestly, I'm gonna say that's fair. Yeah, that's definitely fair.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, look, I think you're retarded, first off. But I can sort of understand paying some girl $5 to see her butthole. Okay, fine. It's a real girl. It's a real butthole. Strippers exist. Prostitutes exist. It's like a digital extension of that. I can follow the logic.
Am I going to do it? No. Do I understand why someone might? Kind of.
Theoretically, yeah. I can follow along. But this is why I told Sign my rule of I'm never going to pay for a porn chapter of Tanya. Of just because why would I pay for porn? I am paying for entertainment. If I want porn, why fuck am I not paying for it? Like, holy shit. There is so much porn. Everywhere. There's so much porn, you have to turn safe search on when you search My Little Pony. Like, that's not good. All of it's free. I unwillingly know several porn sites that are free. Why do I unwillingly know that? Well, Also, sometimes they are the same websites where you can obtain the highest quality, safe for work art of your character that you really like. Because people repost there with the stolen images from like the exclusive Patreons and shit.
They do that.
But yeah, why are you paying for porn? Why are you paying someone for a discount on their written porn? And on top of that, I'm going to scroll down here, and we're going to briefly, hopefully without immediately breaking several TOSs, see if this person is using...
Wait, Sneaky. TOS broken.
TOS broken. We're gonna see if we can see if this person is using AI, because there is only one thing dumber than paying someone for written porn, and that's paying someone to generate porn with an AI for you. Like that's the only thing that's stupider. Well,
it's also just stupid because it would probably be cheaper to generate your own porn.
It literally is. I mean, like, most of the AI packages are like $20. So, if you actually are out there paying $50 to someone so you can have a discount on the porn they're generating, you're being ripped off by the scale of, like, several $100s.
Look, if I see AI porn on the web, I just don't feel insulted. I feel like you owe me money for me having to see that shit.
You have subjected my eyes to something I am displeased about.
Because I can go, oh, cool, that's cool art. Oh, it's fucking AI. That's why they have it like this weird shit. Okay.
Yeah, and I will say, like, some of the art I've seen of AI is, like, decent. Like it's people spent hours and millions of tokens.
You've sent me some of them.
Yeah, I mean, some of them it's like decent, and it's just like, but almost all of the art has this weird shininess to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because of the way people were generating shit. Like, there's either like a yellow tint or it's shiny because they go, oh, it must be shiny because it must be shiny.
I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's just really weird how shiny some of the art is. Alright, so I see this is a commissioned story featuring the commissioner's self-insert.
Oh god.
So this is the Star Wars Twisted story, by the way, the one with the rape and the Cable guy. So this is not Cable.
God,
this is the
Larry,
guy
the Cable guy?
This is someone who probably knows about Cable and thinks Cable's cool, so they want to be Cable in Star Wars. Set in the pre-Clones War era, to during and after the Clones War era. Features some existing canon characters, some existing outside of the harem, and several OCs. Here's the following kinks. Pregnancy and childbirth. That's not a kink.
That's in your DNA.
That is your brain telling you to stop jacking off and go get a wife. I specified wife for a reason. Because this person's also into rape. So,
but you see, if they specify, if they do that, then they have to admit that they've been doing nothing but making horrible mistakes their entire life.
Yes. So I'm being honest. I really hate it when someone says, "Oh, I have a breeding kink." No, that's called normal. That's called
that
you
came
are
with your
normal.
fucking. It came with your fucking.
I'm sorry to tell you this. This came prepackaged.
Yeah, like that's not from trauma. That's not because your pee-pee was getting hard when you were young and you saw your babysitter's feet, and so you developed a foot fetish for the rest of your life. That's called being normal.
Highly specific, sir.
Specific enough that people made shit about it.
I have seen an unfortunate number of people try and justify their kinks to me.
Why are people trying to justify their
That's horrific.
Well,
probably because people try and justify everything. And I harass people a lot, so they try and justify shit to me often.
It's your kink. Like, whatever, dude.
Yes, well, people get self-conscious about stuff like that because not everyone has confidence.
I mean, look, I'm not telling you to share your shit, but it's not like... Yeah, I'm gonna actually stop this.
Other known kinks that will be appearing in this story is rape, slavery, but don't worry, the slave gets freed.
Actually, technically,
doping people, drinking, fucking someone into your lover, fucking an enemy into your lover, enemies as lovers, and man-whore main character. Warning: violence, war, rape, slavery, drug and alcohol use, death, intentional mutilation of people, permanent injuries, and prosthetics are in this story. Why are you trigger warning prosthetics?
Some people have issues with prosthetics, I guess.
Morally gray, dark MC. Heavy divergence from canon. Grown, old over, bright, 2 sons, why do I feel familiar, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I'm not seeing M dashes. I'm not seeing... It's not this, but that's. And he's pretty autistic about what's going on in Star Wars. So it looks like, unfortunately, this guy is genuinely writing porn for people. And he's using his autistic knowledge of Star Wars to do it. So he can write someone else's rape fantasy. That's the other thing, I'm going to be honest. It's one thing if you sit there and you write about your own rape fantasy. It's like, all right, fair enough. You had that fantasy and you put it to paper. Weird, but okay. I'm a confident person. Bold, some might say.
These are certainly words.
Don't think I could ever go to someone and say, hey, here's $50. Here is all of the degenerate kinks I am into. Can you please write and publish a story with those kinks in them?
I mean, if you really want that, find a person who does that shit and ask them to do it.
Right. I feel like that. I feel like
well, yes,
if I had kinks, I don't think I would ever share them. Like, if I somehow magically had a wife someday, maybe I would share them with my wife. But I don't feel like that's something you should share with someone else, Like, just telling some random person, just like, hey, I'm into rape. Can you write a story where I'm raping someone?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a little bit weird.
I feel like there's certain shit that's, like, more acceptable that you can go and ask someone to do a commission of, and that is not one of them. But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, okay, even foot fetish stuff. Like, if you go to an artist, you're like, hey, I want art of Samus. Except, can you make her feet barefoot and the lower third of the photo because she's shoving them into the perspective?
That's an interesting thing to fucking just
and
jump
highly
in on,
detailed
by the way.
and wrinkled. Make sure to add the foot wrinkles. Look, I have seen an unfortunate amount of foot fetish art, okay? There is so much art
I'm aware
that I've looked at initially, and I was like, damn, that's good art, and I scroll down, I'm like, fuck, I can't save it now, because there's these big, sweaty, highly detailed feet taking up the lower third of the fucking picture.
Just like... normally scrolling through Twitter. Oh, cool, what's this artist do? Opens profile. Foot fetish. Bomb.
Totally unrelated to that. We had a guy come into the bank today. He applied for an account. Turns out he had actually relatively recently got paroled out of prison as like 2 years ago. And we know this because he mentioned to the person helping him open an account that he had to wear an ankle monitor because she noticed there was something on his leg. Turns out the dude killed a mall Santa by smashing his head in with a cement brick because the mall Santa snitched on him to the cops for selling cocaine out of the loading dock in the mall. And she found this out because this was apparently in the news from the effing 80s, and the guy got paroled like a year and a half ago or something.
Death.
And the best thing is, the last thing he told her is, "You have really pretty eyes. I really like him, or like them." Then got up and left her room.
Yeah, Dev. Invest in gun immediately.
Invest in
Yeah, I'll talk about that after we close up here. But yeah, I'm just really fucking sick and tired of all this fetish shit. I'm gonna be honest. I just think it's weird. If you want to write a story about you having sex with Azula from Avatar, sure, okay, fine, I get it, right? But it's like, no, it can't just be sex. It has to be weird bondage, slave play, while she's in chains with clothesline clippers on her nipples. It's like, you could have... And if you're saying sneaky, that sounds really specific.
I've seen weirder.
Boy, yeah. Do I have some news for you.
I was gonna say, yeah, that art definitely exists.
I would say that art exists, and someone's real proud of it.
Oh yeah,
there's people out there that actively probably jerk it to Ka, but we don't need to talk about that one.
Yeah, but anyway, point being is that I feel like we've become a little bit too sexually open. I don't need to know your fetishes. I don't need to read your fetishes. I would appreciate it if you posted your fetishes to a website specifically for your weird ass fucking fetishes. Like there's not safe for work, and then there's whatever the fuck you're posting. You know. But yeah, so we're just gonna...
To be more relevant, Sneaky. The thing is I think a lot of the people writing today grew up watching shows that would like include a stray boob joke or a stray sex joke or a stray dick joke or something.
Spice, what?
Yeah, totally Spice. Yeah, we're aware.
Oh yeah, that definitely. Holy. But also stuff like just Looney Tunes that used to rerun all the time.
Sure, yeah. They have the occasional, jab and joke and jibe, yeah.
And so I think what happened is the idea became that, including a few edgier or slightly raunchier jokes was fine. And we just inched forward.
Well, no, then, what it really was is at the end of the day, it's women's fault. Again. The sexual liberation arc of women, of where you're not allowed to comment at all negatively in any form or fashion about a woman's choices with her life. And that kind of just carried over to porn.
So, call me stupid for asking this if you have to, but I thought there was more or less a divide in that guy, not safe for work content tended to slant in one direction and the stuff with the ladies in the other. I don't know why I'm being so euphemistic about this.
Guy content. So here it is. Not safe for work content for guys, in vast majority, is typically about a guy rolling in, fixing issues. All of the girls love him. They have tons and tons of sex in the exact way the guy wants to have sex, and the woman's always satisfied in the end. And girl content is basically rape with 12 different steps in between to make it not rape, but technically it is, but actually she really wanted it, but he emotionally validated her first, but it's rape.
Yeah,
but it's okay
it's
because he's rich and hot and has lots of money. Yeah.
Also known as the 50 Shades syndrome.
Yeah, well, I mean, yes, but 50 Shades is the most blatant public reveal of it. But, I mean, female romance was always like this. I mean, literally, just go and look at the trash dime novels of back in yesteryear, and it was always shit like this. A rich noble comes out and picks the peasant girl, you, from the lot, and he lavishes attention on you, and then he gets more and more daring with his requests that you just can't refuse. It's been like that for literally since the dawn of being able to write. Women have gone after the most degenerate shit possible at the culture of the time it was in. And it just so happens that our culture is very sexually liberated in this day and age. And so the most degenerate shit possible they can think of is when a man clubs her over the back of the head, takes her back to his mansion, and then they have 4 other guys show up and they all sweaty oil wrestle over who gets to rape her first, while also emotionally validating her and telling her how beautiful and wanted she is.
These are certainly words.
And you'll find them
I know
over
exactly
and over
what he's
again.
talking about.
Yeah.
I would say, well, as lovely as this has been,
yes, we'll close up here. Indeed. But yeah, so we'll come back on Friday, and of course, more shit will have obviously happened by then. So of course, it always